What's everybody? Welcome to the Young Oldheadz podcast. Thank you for joining us. I'm here with Troy and D Greasy, and we're here to talk about NFL, NBA. So if you agree, disagree, if you're a Cowboys hater, give us a subscribe and a like, and hope you enjoy yourselves. D, let's get it rolling.
All right, Ehud, man. I'm gonna get the ball rolling. Today we're gonna be talking about the NFL, NBA, and we got a little bonus at the end of the video as well. But to start it off, man. First topic of the day, want to talk about the Chiefs, man. Close game, man.
Bro, bro.
Be
Hey,
real, when I watched the game, I wasn't really sweating, even though they came back. But I was just like, I feel like we're still going to because it's the Panthers. It's Pat
Exactly.
Mahomes. He got the ball. If Pat Mahomes got the ball last, I'm like 90% sure he's going to win that game. So,
I hear you.
and he got the ball last. So it's just the results. But I am worried about like I told y'all about their defense. Ever since
Yeah.
like the Bucks put out like their little recipe for it, their defense
Hmm.
has been struggling. They've been
Yep.
struggling. And I'm not sure because they lost Watson, which was their second cornerback, or what. But so it's like I was at the beginning of the year, I was like 90% sure the Chiefs was going to three-peat, but now I'm like 65% sure. Because
Gotcha.
their defense, I was like, if their defense playing is good and their struggle is just Pat Mahomes, Pat's gonna figure it out, and their
Yeah.
offense has figured it out because now Pat's throwing like 3 touchdowns a game
Yep.
since he got D Hop. So I like their offense going to figure it out. As long as their defense stayed consistently tough, they was going to win it all. But now that their defense is look kind of you know can be exposed to by certain teams, then they're gonna struggle. I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be a hard journey. It just really depends who they play. Like the Bills is gonna be tough for them. The Chargers is gonna be tough for them.
Mhm.
I think the way the Ravens play, they can beat the Ravens. Um, I think the Lions may be tough for them. Well, maybe we'll see. It's hard for me. I think all the good teams in the AFC anyway. But so
Yeah, for sure. I agree. Like I said, they were them struggling with the Panthers. I feel like that they're gonna get that figured out because Andy Reid and Mahomes, like they got the recipe to go to. They've already proven it. They've got two Super Bowls. Like they know what they're doing. So with this struggling with the Panthers, it surprised me because the Panthers have been playing like garbage, especially with their
Bryce,
quarterback woes with
yeah,
Young and then Dalton coming in for Young and they benching him and then him coming back like is I feel like they need to figure something out. And for them to play as well as they did, I mean, it's looking good for the Panthers and it was a little scary for the Chiefs, but I just knew, like you said, Mahomes with the ball in his hand at the end of the game, it's
it's like it's yeah, it's just like it's over.
it,
It's
it's
like
a given. Yeah.
so.
So
It's like giving Tom Brady the ball. Then
Yeah,
exactly, I'm telling you,
so the
that's
results. I
baby
will,
goat right there.
I will say though, like Bryce Young,
Mm,
those last couple of games, Bryce Young has been balling. It
mhm.
just kind of show. It just reflect like I don't think Bryce is the problem in that Panther situation. Like we can say he's the problem because he hasn't really performing to like a number one pick should be, but realistically, these last like couple of games, I want to say 2 or 3 games, he has not thrown a pick. He's thrown like a touchdown. He had like 200 some yards passing, so he's been playing like really good with that roster. It just shows you it's just like it don't matter like how good, how generational or good a quarterback is. If he's in the wrong system, he's just not
Yeah.
going to shine.
Yep.
It's just not what's going to happen. Because I'm not saying he will be go out and be CJ Stroud,
Mm,
what CJ Stroud was for the Texans, but I do think Bryce can still be a good quality starting QB in the right situations. And like the Panthers it's just a shit organization right now. So
yeah. Yeah. I think they're still in their like rebuild phase. They've been through a few quarterbacks, and like you said, a quarterback in the right system can be an asset for a team. Like look at Baker. Like
yep,
their team is good and he's balling
yep,
and he was on the Panthers and they got rid of him because the Panthers, like you said, their organization is just kind of trash right now, and they are going through their rebuild. Like after they got rid of McCaffrey, and you know, coach got cut, and he went to Washington. Like they just been steady rebuilding. They'll have a little, see a little daylight, and then they'll go downhill. And I'm just like, one of these days they'll figure it out. But
Yeah, that's why you don't listen to the media. They always try to make it seem like these players are the problem. It's really the organization. The organization is the problem. It's like you have to hire the right pieces.
mhm,
If that's the QB that you drafted, you have to hire the right pieces, put the right pieces, put the right coaching behind that player, the right receivers, give him some weapons, and then see what he actually can do. Because like Baker was supposed to be the problem with the Browns, he was supposed to be the problem with the Panthers. And he's getting Tampa Bay now, and all of a sudden he's not the problem. So it's like,
exactly,
so who really was the problem? At
exactly.
the end of the day, just the organization.
Yep.
They don't some organizations don't know how to put pieces together.
Mhm.
They're also not very patient.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
Um,
giving coaches
every
and players a year to get something going,
right.
and
Mm-hmm.
It's not
get them
Madden.
out of
Like,
there. Yeah.
you gotta give them the opportunity to learn. And this is why all the great QBs so far that we've seen, majority of the great QBs have been quarterbacks that sat behind veteran quarterbacks
Mhm.
and watched and learned
Yeah.
the game. Even Pat Mahomes, like Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
So I think it's very important. We all know how important it is for them to sit and learn the game. It's not like NBA where you can put somebody in there and sometimes they just become instant franchise changers,
Yeah.
like a Luka Doncic or somebody like of that caliber. So I think franchises need to value patience. They need to understand it's going to take time, especially at the QB position. And to people like Bryce Young, it's not fair to people like Bryce Young, or I even go to a other extent, somebody like Zach Wilson, who didn't really get the opportunity. Like they
Yeah.
ended up in the same boat, but with an older quarterback. You
Yeah.
A
know,
Hall of Fame right there.
a Hall of
Exactly.
Famer, but
Yeah.
he's not the Aaron Rodgers that we know.
Yeah.
Like you might as well kept Zach Wilson and just kept helping him develop, in
Mhm.
my opinion. So, I mean,
Yeah.
but y'all make great points, man. That was a big
Real
scare
quick.
with the Chiefs for sure.
Yeah.
So the next topic I want to talk to y'all about is what y'all think about this Daniel Jones fiasco?
Uh, I remember I mentioned last time. I think Daniel Jones can still go and be a quality QB,
Mhm.
but he has to be in the right system. Like
Yep.
football, in my opinion, football is one of those few sports that coaching like really, really matters. Like
Exactly.
basketball, coaching matters, but you can make up bad coaching with good players.
Yep.
But like in football, you can't do that. Coaching
No.
coaching matters because it's so many moving pieces in football. It's 11 people, it's 11 versus 11. So so many different motion when it comes to offensive lineman, to the running back, to the receiver, to the quarterback. It's like there's so much going on that you need a good coach that can organize the situation, that has people that they can go and control their positions, and the players gotta respect them. It's hard, bro.
Yep.
Football it's hard to be a good. It takes good coaching to be for a great football team. If you watch all the top teams, they have good coaches.
Yep.
Like even Green Bay, Mac LaFleur is good. He's a good coach. But they have some really good coaches. Like look at the Lions. The Lions are like fucking what 10-1 right now,
Yep.
fucking destroying people because they if that team reflects the attitude of the coach, where it just like that one video E was talking about, my balls is big. But that's how the Lions reflect now. If you watch
Yeah.
them, they just pedal to the metal. They
Yep.
don't they just keep pushing. We about to just destroy you. We don't
Yep.
give it down. They really are playing Madden. They're like, we about
Yep.
to blow you out. So
Yeah. That, like you said, like put the right coaching system in, and the coaches behind the coaches, because like you said, the organization earlier, like Jerry Jones wants to still have all the power. Mike McCarthy, we've seen he's been a great coach,
yeah,
and he was a good coach in Green Bay. And if you don't give him put the right pieces around him, we're just gonna struggle. We're gonna look like we do this year. And it should be, no matter who gets injured, it should be the next man up. And I feel like with the Lions, they have that culture now because of the coach, that we're gonna come like run the ball, and we're gonna be physical, and we're gonna just blow you out, like Troy said. Like we just gonna handle our business, and ain't nobody balls bigger than ours. So that, and I love that for them. I wish we had some type of culture like that here in Dallas, but they're doing it right. I mean, it's not like they had
Yeah,
the best. Jared Goff is a good quarterback. He's not like Patrick Mahomes, but he's good. I mean,
yeah,
he's got a Super Bowl. I mean, with the he had a great career in Los Angeles before he came to Detroit. And so you put him with a coach that believes in him and can, you know, light that fire under the whole team. Like I
yeah,
feel like they're gonna go places. And I hate to say it, but they might win a Super Bowl.
yeah.
Now I don't
But
want them to, but
but that's I'm just saying.
Been
So
a long time coming. My
like
bad.
what you
yeah.
said about Jared Goff, like Daniel Jones could be put in that situation.
Hmm.
Like it just really just depends where he goes, who needs it. Like with Daniel Jones legs, he can
Hmm.
he can go back up Lamar. Like, or he can go back up, like, I don't know, CJ Stroud, or he can go be a backup somewhere and just, maybe get it, maybe he go get an opportunity. Maybe he can go play for the Browns, and maybe
Yeah.
he fits the Brown system better you know, than he did with the Giants because the Browns lean on their run game and
Hmm.
and then they throw passes. So that's what he used to. That's where his best season came from when they had Saquon. So
Yep.
but the Giants, again, that's another terrible organization. I
Hmm.
don't know how Saquon carried the offense for 3 years and you don't want to pay him, but Daniel Jones had one good season and you're like, all right, let's pay Daniel Jones. Nah, Saquon should be a priority, bro.
Yeah. It shows. Like if Daniel Jones, they were talking about two of the places that he could go were the Raiders and San Francisco because of Purdy being hurt, and the Raiders need a quarterback right now. I feel like if he went to San Francisco, that would be the last missing piece that they need to be a heavy hitter again. They, I really feel like you said, with the run game in San Francisco and all of that, like Daniel Jones needs that because I don't feel like he could be the quarterback to just put the team on his back and carry him. Like
Right.
we've never seen that from him. He might, like you said, you put him in the right organization, he might do that over there. But I don't know. Like we've seen him play with some terrible, like 30 ranked O lines in the league
Yeah,
over
true.
multiple
He
years.
did. I'm about
So
to say Giants whole line one is atrocious in the
yeah,
past.
exactly.
So to be fair, it's hard. It's hard to get him like to see how good he is with that shitty O line. So
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. He goes to San Francisco, and it might just turn like we see what Sam Darnold's doing right now, and on the Vikings, like he's balling out of control. Like
yeah,
where was this when he was on? Was he on the pit? He was
Carolina.
on Pittsburgh and the Jets, I think,
and
or
He's
was
on
it
no, he was
Carolina
on the
too.
Panthers too.
Panthers too? They
Yeah,
just,
Hmm.
like I said, put the right quarterback in the right system, and they're gonna thrive. And
yeah,
is we see the evidence.
yeah.
I wanted to add to the Daniel Jones thing. I told y'all in our chat, but I don't know why. I just picture a Nick Foles type of career coming out of him where he gets lucky, gets on a championship caliber team. The starting QB goes down and he carries them in the playoffs somehow. But
It could be San
yeah,
Francisco, low key.
exactly. So like you
Because
said, San Francisco, like if that happens, a big ups
That's
to you,
the
Daniel Jones.
really to me, the NFC is just not. It's not nowhere near as competitive as the AFC. The AFC, I feel like it's a multitude of teams that can come out and go to the Super Bowl. And the
Hmm.
NFC is either the line right now. It's either the Lions or the Eagles.
Hmm.
I don't see any other team. I think maybe Green Bay can sneak up in there, but I don't know. Look,
Yeah,
but the AFC has a lot more teams. So
yeah, they got some powerhouses over in the AFC.
yeah,
And we'll talk more about that for sure. We'll talk more about that as far as like what we think with the playoff picture and all that. So, but we gotta talk about it. Yeah, Troy, I know you hate this topic. The Cowboys. How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys?
He called it. He
You
never
already,
gives up on the Cowboys.
I don't care what nobody say. I never give up on my
they
Cowboys,
call them.
So
man.
since you guessed correctly, we're gonna start with you. What you think about them Cowboys going forward, man?
I feel like I understand that everybody thinks that this should be a tank season and we need to get the highest draft pick we can get, I feel like that will be detrimental to our team because of the culture surrounding our team right now. Like a lot of people are miserable. So let's say we crash out or just throw this season in the trash. I feel like that's gonna carry over to next season and in the off season, and no one's really gonna, like we said, the Lions were like their culture over there is like we're gonna play our hardest, we're gonna give it our all, we're gonna be physical, we're gonna you know run it down their throats, blah blah blah, this that, and the third. And I feel like if we throw this season away right now, just so we can get one good player on the draft, like a running back, I feel like it's gonna have long-term effects on our team and our culture and the morale in the locker room. And that's why I would want us to at least play with some heart still throughout the whole season, no matter how down bad we are or how, how much we're losing or what draft pick we want. I love that we fought and we played hard and we won. That's what you want to see out of your team. And I never want to see my team just lay down and take it. No Vaseline.
They
But
should have laid down and took it. You mentioned the Lions, but the
uh-huh.
Lions was like a decade of drafting top picks before they got to that culture.
Hmm.
They drafted Penny Sewell, who was like arguably the best tackle in football right now.
Hmm.
They drafted Hayden Hutchinson, even though he was hurt, but he was on the verge of being probably defensive player of the year before he got
Yeah.
hurt. They
Agree.
drafted, Son God. They drafted Jamison Williams. They drafted Jameer Gibbs. They drafted all these pieces,
Hmm.
and so it's like you have to like to a good recipe to have a good team. Sometimes it's just dropping in the top 10 for the next 5 years. So,
I agree. Sometimes that may be, but you you can see that with what we have on our team, it may just take a coaching change or the organization firing the GM or something like that. And because like look at look at the Bucks. They before Tom Brady went out there, they weren't doing anything.
yeah,
And that's saying that's Tom Brady, I understand. But they had all the pieces. They were just missing the GOAT quarterback. So it's like that's on its own. But you
yeah,
take away they had Jameis Winston and they had all the weapons that they pretty much have right now, like Evans, Godwin. They, you take Winston out, put Brady in, take Brady out, put Baker in, and now he's still doing well. So it's like I feel like if the culture would have went downhill after Jameis left, then they wouldn't have got Tom Brady and they wouldn't have won a Super Bowl. So I just I will never be okay with just giving up and losing. Never. And that's just me personally. And
yeah.
that's why I don't run an organization. I don't have my own football team. But I will never be okay with just laying down.
I would have just we talk like we tanking. I pay the fines. It doesn't matter. I give me a generational player because let's be for real. Diggs hasn't been good since he got hurt. I'm not going
Hmm.
to blame the contract. He tore his ACL and
Hmm.
he obviously he lost a step
Yeah.
when he don't have the same explosiveness to get to those passes no more. Bland, who had a great year last year, tore
Hurt.
his ACL, tore another ligament, and he might come back. They use the same training staff, so Diggs came back, lost a step. Bland's probably
Oh,
gonna come back with a step loss. So
yep.
Yeah.
at this point, you're gonna need a good corner, another good corner, because right now the Cowboys getting cooked.
Yeah.
Like Terry McLaurin got the easy ass touchdown when the game should have been over, and he just
Hmm.
caught the ball and just it wasn't even a Hail Mary. He just caught the ball and just outran everybody
Yeah.
because they're just slow in the secondary.
Yeah.
That's why I said I would have laid down, took the L. I would have gone to go get Will Johnson from Michigan because I haven't watched Michigan, but I have
Hmm.
heard how great that kid is,
Yeah.
and he's supposed to be, the next guy. He's supposed to be the next PS2 and Sauce Gardner. He's supposed to be
Yeah.
the next that next good corner. And I would
Yeah.
want to go get him because I know we had this conversation in text. He was like, generational talent ain't gonna change nothing, but if you get a generational good corner, that can stop one side of the field, and then you have a generational pass rusher, that's going to instantly change your season next season because your defense is going to be good. Because at this point, you have a corner that can go and guard a number one. Because Will Johnson, as good as people say, he will be able to go guard a number one, and then you already have an elite pass rusher, which is top. Michael's top 5. I do think
Still.
gas tank is shit, but when he's like revving and going and not complaining about being held and all this other shit, I guess complaining is just a Dallas thing, and he just going and doing this thing. He's top 5.
Yeah.
You know, he's top 5 a pass rusher. So having a top 5 pass rusher, having a good young corner, and then still having Diggs, taking Diggs off number ones and taking Bland's on number ones. You put Will Johnson on number ones. You allow Diggs and Bland to be the aggressive cover guys that y'all want to be and try to get these picks. I think Will Johnson would have turned the defense around, but that's out the window. So now they still gonna be top 10. You can get Genty. I do think Genty's might be a generational running back, but and maybe the running back is what they need because Dak do play better when he has a running back. If Dak still has anything left in his tank and y'all get a good young running back in Genty and he's good as he is in college and the NFL, Cowboys can come and do something.
I feel like if we just and this is what I said, like one first round pick is not gonna help because we need so much. Like we need O-line, we need running back, we need secondary, can we draft like a new owner? Like, is that a thing?
Yeah, Jerry.
Like
Jerry Jones not making decisions. He really not making decisions.
100%.
He needs to go sit back. He needs to go into retirement, make his money, go ahead and do those tours that you want to do.
Yeah.
Decisions, bro. Just make the money.
Yep. That's the issue right there because the culture of the Cowboys is not coming from the coach. It's coming from the owner. Everybody else franchise, like you mentioned, my dog in Detroit. The coach for Detroit.
Dan Campbell.
Yes, Dan Campbell. So like he came in, I'm pretty sure the owners didn't get in his way. Even the GMs don't even get in his way completely. And they're just like, hey, be you, change the culture to how you see fit. We're gonna try to get the pieces that fit that culture. Like y'all are talking about and now the culture changed. But Jerry likes to do it by his vision and not the coach's vision. This is why when they were winning championship, it was the coach's vision, but he wanted to make it his vision, and that's the problem. Been the problem since we were kids. That's the crazy part. But
that's because Jimmy Johnson was a real one. Jimmy Johnson told that man, "Don't you sit with the players? You're not part of this. You just
go on up there.
Go." And Jerry got bad, but hey, that's how he's supposed to be. Like,
hey,
Jerry's the only hands-on owner in the NFL that I know of.
Yeah,
I don't really hear any other owner just be like hands-on and like trying to dictate the culture. Like, bro, just go make your money. Go be a billionaire. You go win your rings. Let the coaches and let other people dictate the culture because like you're not it, bro.
Yeah, because the only owner we can think of outside of like Al Davis, but is somebody like Kraft from New England. But even he knew like Belichick is Belichick.
Yeah.
Like you gotta let
back up. And,
we let him create that culture, and that's how Tom Brady became Tom Brady. Like whether people want to say it or not. So that's very important, and I agree with y'all. Jerry Jones need to back the hell up. Let them just make your money. And win rings. If you want to win rings, get the right coaches. That's tough. That wants to win. That can create a good culture. That can draft well, and you'll go further than what you've been doing. But right now, it's just a clown show. It's just the Cowboys are a sideshow. I hate to say it like that, but they're just entertainment. Like NFL is entertainment, but they're playing for entertainment. They're not playing to win.
Circus, bro.
Yeah, they selling tickets, and that's how Jerry Jones handles it. It's a business. Like that's all that's why we're still to this day the most expensive, profitable
franchise
sports franchise. And it's by a lot. So it's not
it's about a couple of billions.
Exactly. And so he know what he's doing as a businessman, as an owner, and trying to control the coach. Like, bro, just going on with all that and let us win something.
He just needs to sit back. He's like, if you want to win rings, you don't have to control everything, bro. Like, just relax, chill out. Like as long as Jerry's still making decisions, and he's getting dementia, so I don't know why he had a man with dementia making decisions. So as long as he's making decisions, the Cowboys going to be what they are,
Dude,
either
he's
We don't know
mediocre.
if that's true or not, audience, but hey, Troy
hey,
makes a great point
at
though.
this point,
He
the
makes a great
evidence is
point.
there. Troy, you ain't
Uh,
wrong, my boy.
I don't want this to come back on my boy Troy, but hey, we are in agreement that he might have some dementia issues though. I'm not gonna lie.
Man,
Nah, but nah. So hopefully the Cowboys eventually get their stuff together. Most people hate the Cowboys. We get it. Um, so on to the last topic for the NFL today. It's gonna be the playoff picture. So
No, we got two more.
what's y'all playoff picture looking like? AFC, NFC?
We have two more. Darius. We got to do our predictions. Recap too.
Oh,
But
all
we
good. We
can,
got time. We still got
yeah,
time. We still
that's
got time.
right. I'm sorry.
No,
no,
we
no,
good. We
you're
good.
good, bro.
So
We still got time.
let's
We need to play our
let's
picture
talk
first and
about
then
the
do the
yeah, I'm
prediction.
gonna say let's talk about the playoff picture first. After that, we're gonna talk about the scores that we talked about last week, and
Hmm.
then we're gonna predict the scores for this upcoming week. So, for now though, let's start with Troy. Let's start with you on the playoff picture. Let's start with your NFC first.
NFC, again, I think it's as of right now, as it stands, I think it's either going to come down to the Lions or the Eagles. I do think, Jalen Hurts is still turnover prone, but I do think Saquon behind that offensive line, bro, it's that boy is different, man.
Yeah,
He's different. He might be the best running back. It's between him and King Henry. I think it's hard to say who's better than the other because they both have good running offensive lines and
Mhm.
they both have good quarterbacks, good solid quarterbacks. Even though Derrick Henry quarterback probably is way better than to me the Jalen Hurts, but they hear it.
yeah.
So I think it's gonna come down to the Lions and the Eagles. Uh, if they play each other right now, mm,
I'm giving it to the Lions.
I, honestly, I think I might edge the Eagles. It's hard for me, bro. It's just Jared Goff. If you get pressure on Jared Goff, he turns back to what he used to be. The reason why the Lions are so good right now, and Jared Goff has been good because he's been the least pressured QB in the NFL.
Hmm.
So if you put pressure, the one time he got pressured, which was the one game he threw 5 interceptions.
Hmm.
If you throw 5 interceptions to get the Eagles going to smoke you. So,
Yeah.
but I can see the Lions winning as well. But I think the Eagles got a good run defense, so they're
Hmm.
gonna stuff the shit out the Lions run, and they're gonna have to force Jared Goff to beat them. If it comes down to Jared Goff having to beat the Eagles, I have my money on the Eagles.
The only reason why I give it to the Lions is because if you look at, and I know it's still, mid season, halfway through the season, the Eagles with the eye test, they are struggling in a lot of different areas against teams that they should be blowing out, and they've been beating teams by one score. I know a win is a win, but they are struggling, and you can see it. Like if you watch the full game, Jalen Hurts' decision making looks like it was a few years ago. Saquon is really saving them right now. Saquon, if they don't have Saquon right now, they lose at least four of their games that they've played recently since they got him.
Yeah,
Saquon is balling. He is like, what did he have? Almost 400 the other game,
yeah.
like
I know he had 255 rushing yards.
255.
I don't know how many total yards
Yeah,
he had. He probably had like
because
100 something total, but I'm not sure.
yeah, rushing yards alone, that's at two touchdowns, and then his receiving yards on top of that. I think altogether he had like 400 yards. I think, or close to it. But
Yeah,
he he's saving them right now. Jalen Hurts is not the quarterback that everyone thinks he is. Especially when he's so fumble prone.
yeah.
And every once in a while he'll air out a pass and it gets picked off. Like he's not, I don't trust him with the ball in his hand.
So you trust him more? You trust Goff more than Jalen Hurts?
I trust the Lions organization and their team more than Jalen Hurts and the Eagles.
That's all
I
I asked.
I mean, okay, so Jared Goff, the year he had in the Rams uh was better than any year that Jalen Hurts has had.
Yeah. No, I don't
Even
know.
their Super Bowl
I'll have to go. I'll have to
when
go look at the numbers. I have to go look at it.
When Jalen Hurts went to the Super Bowl and Jared Goff went to the Super Bowl, Jared Goff's load pause was greater than Jalen Hurts. And I feel like you can disagree with me all you want. I feel like they got lucky making it that far. The
I,
Eagles
I
did.
can I can kind of disagree only because that year I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, I'm gonna have to fact check myself later. That year Jared Goff went to the Super Bowl. Todd Gurley was going nuts.
Yeah. Was that the year? No,
Uh,
that
yeah,
wasn't. I think he was
I
going.
think that was the year Todd Gurley was just going nuts, and people were saying Todd Gurley was the best running back in the NFL.
Kind
So
of like his
so
last
I
year of the
don't.
year.
To be fair, he did have a good run game,
Hmm.
and we see how Jared Goff plays against when he has a good run game, which is why that's why I think the Eagles will beat the Lions. It's because Saquon is so good. If you look at the Lions schedule, yes, they've been smoking teams,
Hmm.
but they haven't really faced a dominant running team like
Hmm.
the Eagles.
Yeah.
So it's like, they've been playing a lot of teams that pass a lot. They haven't really faced anybody like the Giant, even though the Green Bay has Josh Jacob, they're not a
Hmm.
predominant running team. They still
Yeah.
play through Jordan Love and then they run the ball with Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
But if you and like the Vikings not a predominant running team, even though they got Aaron Jones, they still trying to get Jay Jetta out there,
Yep.
and they still trying to move the ball in the air. The Eagles are going to run the ball down your fucking throat too, and I don't. I with Hudson out, if the Lions
Yeah.
had Hutchinson, I would have the Lions. But without Hutchinson, I don't think they can stop the run.
I got you. I
What
like I
what
said. I think that they're I think that their coaching, because Sirianni has showed us that
Yeah, yeah. Dan Campbell's
he
better coach.
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Dan
Like
Campbell's
I
better
trust
coach.
the Lions as an organization over the Eagles because of all of the different working parts. If you
Yeah.
compare run game, quarterbacks, defensive, O line, D line, coaching, decision making, how they win games, the eye test, the Lions for me, the Lions have it, and I
I
feel like
think Yeah, I agree. I think that
Ooh,
Dan
but
Campbell is a
Dan
better coach than
Dan
Sirianni.
Campbell can also get you in some trouble. We know about
He
him,
can
man.
go for he can he, if he go for and it's also one of those things I do think even though I do think Dan Campbell's a better coach, but he is a risky coach. And I do
mhm,
think because he don't realize how good the Eagles D line is when it comes to stopping the run, that he is gonna try to go for these fourth downs and he's
mhm,
gonna get his shit stuffed. Because Jordan Davis and fucking Jalen Carter, those are some pretty big boys in the middle.
mhm,
If you're gonna run the ball on them, then those some big dudes you're gonna have to block. That
yeah,
would be a fun game to watch though. With that
for real.
offensive line against that D line in the run, that's gonna be a fucking battle. Them trenches
Hey,
gonna be fire. That's gonna be a
hey,
fire
For real.
trench
hey,
battle.
don't sleep on them young corners in Philadelphia either.
Yeah, Mitchell has been balling. Elijah Mitchell has been balling.
So,
Uh,
I think that yeah.
so that
Go ahead.
that was Troy's basically his. That's basically who he thinks is going to be in the NFC Championship. So let's just do it that way. So what would your prediction be, Ehu, in the NFC Championship
NFC, I hate to say it, but I have the Lions coming out.
against who?
Um, it's gonna have to be oh, have to be the Eagles.
it's not that many choices, bro.
Is it right? I mean, I
It's not
hate
that
to
many
say it,
choices.
but
It's
it's
not that
got to
many
be
choices.
the. And
Let's see.
I feel like the Lions are gonna, if they can keep up what they've got going, because we all know that ball is totally different than regular season.
Yeah.
So if they can keep it up, I feel like the Lions are gonna come out, and it's gonna be them against the Eagles, and the Lions are gonna take it.
I,
Only
I can see that.
because the Eagles have been struggling against teams that they should be blowing out. Like the Lions blow out weak teams
Mm-hmm.
and barely
Yeah.
beat good teams. The
Mm-hmm.
Eagles barely beat bad teams and barely beat good teams. So it's like
Yeah.
you
Struggling.
you struggling. And that's what I'm saying. Like it's kind of easier for the Lions to
Yeah.
win, and the Eagles just I don't know what it is. I think that the Eagles they not gonna make it against the Lions.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, That's some great points. Some great points. So, moving from the NFC to the AFC, who would y'all have as the two finalists in the AFC in the playoffs?
Troy, you
Start with
already
Troy.
know. I already know.
You already know my
We're gonna start with Troy. We know the obvious
Let
one.
Eve go. You already
All
know my
right,
choice.
Ehu, Troy,
I
give me the
got
floor.
the
Ehu.
I got Mahomie and the Bills playing, and
Ooh,
we already
that,
know that Josh
that's a
Allen
fire.
cannot beat the Bills can't beat the Chiefs in the playoffs.
Okay.
So it's gonna be I'm thinking Chiefs. Chiefs are gonna come out the AFC or yeah the AFC.
Yeah,
Even though like the Ravens can, I think they would be a surprise. Like not a surprise, but I feel like they would surprise a lot of people if they went to the AFC Championship. And I think they can because they have all the pieces. And I just feel like the way that they're playing now, like they're starting to get comfortable with Henry and Lamar. And like their play action is scary. Like any defense needs to be scary. Like have a spy on the QB and man up on the running back and just never bite on anything.
yeah,
Cause it's scary. Like you don't know who they're gonna get a ball to. It's Lamar can break for 30, Henry can break for 30, especially if your D line ain't ready for Henry, you cooked, bro. You cooked.
yeah. For me, I don't know who's going to be. It's going to be the Chiefs coming out. Right. I'll have to see the matchups right
Hmm.
now. Like it was hard for me to say because I think in the AOC matchups makes fights obviously, and I think the Chiefs can beat every team in the playoffs. But like if the Ravens played a Bill to make it to the AOC Championship, I think the Ravens is going to beat the Bills.
Okay.
But if the Ravens play like the Chiefs to make it to the AFC Championship, then obviously I think the Chiefs are going to beat the Ravens. So it just really depends on what side of the bracket that Ravens are on because it might be Chiefs, Chiefs, Chiefs Bills or Chiefs Ravens,
Yeah,
in my
I
opinion.
agree.
So and then it's going to be a Chiefs all the way. I do think the Bills could beat the Chiefs again. Like the way to beat. So to me, right now, from what I look at, I'm not going to like I'm like some like defensive guru in football, but from what I see with how the defense for the Chiefs is, they struggle with team that they don't have like key weapons, right? Which is why I don't think the Ravens are going to beat the Chiefs because like when you don't what if you watch quarterbacks when they don't have like number one receivers, they kind of just take what the defense gives them. And
Hmm.
so if you watch the last couple of teams that the Chiefs have struggled with, it's because teams without good number one receivers. So when you don't have your weapons and you don't have great weapons, what do? You run the ball, you run up the tackle, you run between the tackles, you try to get as many yards as you can running the ball, and when third down come, you just take what the defense give you.
Yeah.
And that's what the defense is struggling with. That's what they did. The Panthers did. They don't really try to go up top. They don't try to get and which is why I think the Chiefs is better than the Ravens because I think the Ravens going to play within the Chiefs defense. Because what the Chiefs defense like to do, like the blitz, get pressure, and make and let you try to throw try to get these big plays, and
Yeah.
and you don't really get no big plays, but they try to distract you and make you realize you got a big play out there when you really don't, when you really should be throwing stuff underneath and taking like the easy stuff. And the
Yeah.
Ravens like their big plays. They do. They like their play action, like the big plays. And I think the Ravens, the way their coach is, and John Harbaugh is a great coach, but he also has an ego, and because his ego is going to get away with him because he want to get his big plays out. So that's why I don't think the Ravens going to beat the Chiefs, but I do think the Bills could upset the Chiefs
Hmm.
realistically.
Could
I
be
think
like
the Chargers can upset the Chiefs too. I think the Chargers is built in a way that they'll give the Chiefs trouble as well.
yeah, like I always say, like at any given time, a team can have another team's number and
Yeah,
beat them. So like I said, it's up in the air until it happens. But um, I don't know about the Chargers based off of what I saw from them this week or was it
yeah,
last week? I don't I don't know if they have what it takes to win the
yeah.
uh the AFC. But
No,
They got some clean ass jerseys though.
no, they don't. I do think they have a chance. They do have what it takes to beat the Chiefs. I think the Ravens just a bad matchup because the Ravens is arguably the best run defense in football. So if the Chargers like to run the ball, if you can't run the ball, it kind of just fucks with them. It
Mhm.
fucks with their whole like dynamic of what they're trying to do. Because they
Yeah.
like to run the ball and then pass it. When realistically with the Ravens, you should let your quarterback just pass the ball 40 to 50 times a game. And if you let Pat Mahomes do it 40 or 50 times a game, you're gonna lose.
Yeah, you're gonna lose
So
because he don't make that many mistakes.
yeah, so and that's the Chargers didn't do it. The Chargers kind of let. I want to say you only had like 30 passes. You got
Yeah.
that when you play the Ravens, you got to let your quarterback. You just got to let the ball fly. You just
Mhm.
got to. Their secondary is not good, and they might have gotten better. It's still not good. Like
Yeah.
being better from shit doesn't make you less shit. It makes you shit.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, the Chargers receivers got to catch him though, because Herbert be throwing some dimes.
He
I
do
mean,
that.
McConkey been on. I'll
Hey,
be looking
McConkey
at
been
that little
balling.
dude. I don't know what he been on it. I don't know what's going
McConkey
on, but
been
he,
balling, man.
heck yeah,
McConkey. So
I
So,
like him. I like him as a receiver.
I do too.
He's pretty good.
so, so there go the predictions, everybody. That's the Troy and Ehu predictions segment. We're gonna remember that for playoff time. So now we're gonna go over last week's scores. I don't remember who said who, so we're just gonna go
Oh,
over.
I got mine
Starting
here.
from the first game.
Yeah, man.
So week 12, Steelers and Browns, 24-19.
I
What's your
picked
what
the
you pick?
Pretty sure. I'm
I
pretty
picked
sure
the
he.
Steelers.
I picked the Steelers. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I I I didn't
I
know
knew Famous
Famous
James would
James
do
was
it.
the real king of the North.
I knew
I didn't
Famous
know.
James would do it, by the way. It's in the
I didn't
video.
know it. I didn't. I
I didn't
didn't
know he was the
know.
king of the North, man. I thought I didn't think I after beating the Ravens, I didn't think they was going to shit the bed. But to be fair, it was a short week,
Yeah,
and the Steelers and was bad weather. So that game could have went any other way, and it did. So it was a
yeah,
good
it
game
did.
for the most part.
You can never
I
blame weather, realistically speaking,
No,
because
you can't. But
rain weather.
to say it doesn't impact the game
yeah,
is
it definitely impacts the game.
Yeah,
it's been false.
I
Like,
feel
Yeah,
you. I feel you.
cause
Um,
that
the next game is Titans and Texans. Titans 32, Texans 27.
I chose the Texans.
I did too. Because I refuse to choose the Titans, bro.
I
And
couldn't
Will
do it.
Levis
I
had a
couldn't.
good game, bro.
They had a good game, and I was telling my Houston homies like, bro, what are y'all doing? They
They
was
can't protect that, bro. I don't know what it is. They cannot protect fucking Stroud, man.
yeah,
He's the most sacked QB in the NFL right now.
and I
It's
was
just,
telling
Right.
them
go ahead.
they was talking all that mess about he not gonna have a sophomore slump and they talking bad about the Cowboys, but y'all can't beat the Titans. Don't be talking y'all beat us with our second string, third string people in,
Yeah,
and y'all can't beat the Titans. Nah, come on, man.
Hey,
Gots to
hey,
do better than that.
yeah.
hey. Sometimes things change because you know, um, like okay, kind of like Lamelo and Ant Man, right? Lamelo started out hot his whole career. He's just injury prone.
Yeah.
He went to the All Star first, even though Ant Man was the number one pick.
Hmm.
Now, who do they talk about more? Who's more proactive? Who? Well, I can't say that because Lamelo balling, but you know what I mean. Like who getting who to the playoffs, blah
Yeah,
blah blah.
I
That
got you.
might end up being the case for somebody like Bryce Young and C.J. Stroud. How they were saying, "Oh
Uh,
man, they're not on the
so
same level." We don't know.
for me, I don't see the slump like that. Like it's because CJ just playing like shit. I
Hmm.
see it more so that because he's getting sacked a whole bunch,
Hmm.
he can't get those big plays that he was getting last year. Okay, he has no time in the pocket. So I think the way the offense was constructed is constructed for big plays. They just you got to have time to throw big plays. You
Right.
Yeah,
only have like 2 or 3 seconds in the pocket, then you got to construct offense to get the ball out quickly. And right now, their offense is not built that way. But they
yeah,
do have some bright spots though, because Will Anderson's been playing pretty good.
yeah,
I think he has like almost 10 sacks. I think he's like 9.5. This
yeah.
for his second year. Will Anderson he might be a good pass rusher in the future because he's second quarterback with Daniil Hunter. Daniil Hunter's doing a good job out there. So
Mhm.
they have some bright spots, but yeah, they need to fire their old line coach. They need to get a new one.
Yeah, their culture has definitely turned around since they got rid of all their the coaches problems that they had,
Yeah,
and since CJ Stroud has been here and D'Amico Ryan, like I think they just kind of clicked, and they turned the culture around there. And like I said, like you said, they had some bright spots, but as far as them being a complete team that I just have a
They're
whole
not
bunch of faith
contender.
in, yeah, they not there yet.
Yeah, they're not a contender.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Um, moving forward to the next game is going to be the Vikings 30, Bears 27, and damn, good game by Caleb Williams. But go
Yeah,
ahead, y'all take the floor.
I chose
I
the
had the
Vikings.
Bears. I had the Bears. I thought Caleb was gonna pull it off.
He almost did.
I
He
just thought
almost did.
because the Bears have good defense. I didn't expect the Bears. They have an okay. I ain't gonna say they have a good. They have a little bit above average defense. I
Mhm.
didn't think the Vikings would get 30 on them. I thought that the Vikings would get like 20, and then it was gonna take like 24 to beat them. So
I just from seeing the Vikings and how they've been balling lately,
yeah,
I I think that they had a better chance at winning because Sam Darnold, like they are just on it right now.
they are.
Like you said, you put the right quarterback in the right system and you'll have success, and that's what they're having. And I
Yeah,
saw that would be the deciding factor in that game, that the Bears just they they're not there yet. They still need to work out some kinks, a lot of kinks, and um Caleb Williams, he was playing better. Like
yeah. He was balling.
yeah, he was making better decisions, and he was doing well when he got pushed out of the pocket and rolled out either way, and he was making some good passes. So I liked what I saw from him this game that I hadn't seen from him prior games. And last year, like this year, he's getting a little better. And I don't know if it's their O line, but
I think it's
I go ahead.
no. I was just saying. I think it's the O line and the lack of running game.
Yeah. So he's doing better, but I just feel like Darnold and the Vikings were the better team. So that's the only reason why I picked them.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. The next game is them Cowboys.
How about them
How about them
Cowboys?
Cowboys? Cowboys
That game,
Commanders. Cowboys
that game was
34,
wild.
Man, that
Commanders
game was
26.
crazy.
That was a wild ass game. I
And
had the Commanders winning, but that game was wild,
Did
bro.
y'all
I'm
see how many
trying to,
points they scored in that fourth quarter?
It was
yeah,
like 40 something, right?
all of our points. I was like, what the heck is going on? But you already know, like with any of the NFC East teams, those games are going to be close because it's always been. No matter who's having a trash season, like I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, we played the Commanders and they had a trash team, but they played us so hard and we almost lost to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I already knew we was gonna win that game because I
Yeah.
mean
And Michael
it's
Parsons showed up. Had a
exactly.
Michael Parsons sign, man. He was
And
balling that game. He was on another level right there. But that game was wild. That Turpin spin move though, that might
I
have
was
been
about
play
to
of the
say
year,
our
bro.
special teams came to
Hey,
play
that spin move was sexy, bro.
crazy. I don't
Straight
even
out of
know.
Madden, man.
Yeah,
And
it
then
really was, bro.
they were
That
talking about old boy that scored the second kickoff return.
oh yeah, number 30.
Number 30. Yeah, they were talking about the smart IQ play would be to go down and take a
Nah,
knee and end the
take your
game.
points, bro.
I would have ran the whole back. I would have ran
Take
it all the way in there. I don't care what nobody say.
your points, bro.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna give me a
damn all
touchdown.
that. I need my stats. I
I
want it in
need
the
my
contract. Hey, I got this amount of touchdowns. Pay me
I
my
got some
money, man.
incentives I need to collect on.
Right. I need to
Yeah,
collect
this
it.
this way don't impact nothing I see. I'm getting my touchdown.
I'm getting my
Right.
touchdown right
Right.
now.
And I want to point out, by the way, why is it that the Cowboys only play well when they play Dan Quinn this year? So put the Commanders on the rest of the games for the Cowboys so they can have a chance to make the playoffs. All right.
Man.
You know
Uh,
what I'm saying? But
That
it just,
because
do something.
that
you know,
because they
it
Micah's
shouldn't
going to
take
Dan
that to
Quinn.
motivate them.
I'm about to say Micah's going to Dan Quinn soon. If he don't get that max contract, he taking this step counts to Commanders.
I'm trying to tell you, the Commanders are the Cowboys 2.0. They took
Yeah,
all our
pretty much.
players. They got our wide receivers,
I,
our
I,
coach. They
I
trying to take
told you,
everybody.
man.
God dang.
He's going home. They're trading everybody on Philadelphia. He's going home, man.
They can't
Man,
afford
hell
him,
no.
bro. It's
They
gonna be
can't
too
afford
much.
them.
They can't afford him.
Hey, and by the way, shout out to Jaden Daniels, man. One thing he's shown is he's clutch as hell. You don't want him to have the ball at the end of the game. So,
To be fair, though, that was more Scary Terry than
no,
Jaden
Scary Terry
Daniels.
did catch the ball, but
Hey,
so far he's proven to be kind of a clutch performer
Nah,
though.
for
Like
sure,
he ain't scared the moment at least. So
for
Scary
sure.
Terry is that dude though. We know that.
yeah.
And I like Jaden Daniels. And okay, you can never go wrong choosing the Heisman, but these last couple of weeks, he has shown me that like he got to get bigger. I'm
Yeah.
not sure it's because of the injuries. He might be nicked up. He has not had the same spark as he had at the beginning of the season. So
Mhm. So the next game is the Patriots versus the Dolphins. The Patriots 15, Dolphins win 34.
Yeah, I chose the Dolphins.
I chose the Patriots. I thought the Dolphins were going to take, but I guess they still want to play.
Yeah, they still. I already knew, like, I don't think Tua is that the type to just give up like that, and I don't think he want to just give up like that. I feel like
Obviously, he's still playing with a concussion.
yeah, he don't know what's going on right now. He just know I gotta sling that thing out.
That man had every opportunity to just go
Oh
and
my
give up,
goodness.
get all this money. You're like, nah,
Nope,
I still want to play football.
I'm out here.
He out here like Booby Miles and shit, man.
Yeah,
You know what
you
I'm
want to
saying?
win,
But
put Booby in, but
hey, shout
he
out to Tua. The
Tua's
next
good though.
game we already talked about. Chiefs and Panthers. Chiefs 30, Panthers 27.
Yeah, I think we
Um,
both.
man.
so we ain't gonna talk about that too much. But the next game is the Bucks and the Giants. The Buccaneers 30, Giants 7. So
I
it's not
chose the
Daniel Jones'
Bucks.
fault.
The Bucks.
Yeah, I chose the Bucks because the Giants until you do right by Eli, you gonna be cursed to lose.
They better get that man a statue or some shit then,
I'm
man.
telling you,
They
like
really
ever since
should. It's surprised he don't have a statue, bro.
he need one,
Yeah,
cause
he gave him two, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
too
Yeah.
Against Tom Brady
against
at
the
that.
goat.
Both
Yeah,
of them.
bro. He did
Tom
Man,
Brady
ring of honor
kryptonite right there,
statue, all
man.
this shit.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like until they do right by somebody, like they ain't gonna go nowhere. They just always gonna be a trash organization,
Yeah.
and they need to just turn it all around and do something else, cause.
Hey, we need that for the Cowboys. We can't be the bottom feeders at least, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we always gonna be 2 or 3. We ain't never gonna be number 4. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So the next game is the Lions and the Colts. Lions 24, Colts 6.
Yeah,
Yeah, we had a lot.
I think they having locker room problems because after Richardson said he was tired, buddy, you gave up on your team. You're supposed to give your
Yeah.
all, and you didn't. So
Right. So they
And the
probably
Lions smoking people. And the Lions is a good team. So
hmm
we'll
yeah.
see. I just playoffs like you said, playoffs is different. We'll
yeah,
see if they smoking teams in the playoffs as well. But
yeah, we're
I
gonna see.
still think the Chiefs the best team because they have the best quarterback. So
100%.
It's not, but what I will say about the Lions, they went there last year and got far, so they're probably motivated. It's not like last year where they haven't been there in so long. It's a little
yeah.
different. Even though you know what to expect, they also know what to expect now. So
Yep.
they know what they need to do to get it done. So they do
And
have a
Yep.
expect
chance. I agree
disappointment.
with that.
Just expect it, huh, Troy?
Just expect disappointment.
Dang.
Um, but the next game is going to be the Broncos and the Raiders. Broncos 29, Raiders 19.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Raiders is another team that they need to figure it out. Like I really feel like they need a Daniel Jones or something that happened with them because they're just not cutting it. And the
Yeah.
Broncos with Bo Nix has been
Yeah.
on. Like,
Yeah.
Well, next might be win rookie of the year, man.
yeah,
Jaden Daniels has been playing so average these last couple of weeks, and Bo Nix has been playing spectacular. That hey, Bo Nix is now it's a conversation now. It wasn't a
yep,
conversation before. Yeah, it's between Bo Nix, Caleb is in there now in the mix a little bit, and Jaden Daniels.
yep.
So we'll see. But yeah, I
I
had the
agree.
Broncos. So
Yeah, the
Yeah, I
Broncos.
had the
What about
Broncos
yeah,
too.
you?
Yep.
Broncos. All right. Next game is the Cardinals and the Seahawks. Cardinals 6, Seahawks 16.
yeah, I
I
had the
chose the
Cardinals.
Seahawks,
Yeah.
and I'll never choose Kyler Murray. So,
What you mean? He like playing Kyle like you do?
man, I don't like
That's true, isn't
somebody
it?
I don't like somebody that ain't done nothing talking mess about somebody else not doing nothing.
Yeah, true.
So if until he shows me he can do something, don't I have no faith in that organization. Like,
The
uh,
Cardinals. Go ahead.
go
No,
ahead.
no, go. You can finish. Finish your
I
thought.
was just gonna say the only reason why he looked so good last season or the other season was he had D Hop. So he
Yeah,
was really just throw it up there, D Hop will catch it, and he ain't got that no more. So now we seeing his true colors, which is
yeah.
6 points.
So the Cardinals got a little. I feel Marvin Harrison Jr., who I thought was going to be a good receiver, that man has been a no show. I think he had one good game.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna have to figure it out, bro,
Yep.
because he was supposed to go in there, and they're a good team. They're a playoff team. They may make the playoffs. They're in a tough division, so
Yeah.
that division, all those teams in that, I ain't gonna say they're tough. All that teams in that division are pretty equal. So
Yeah.
it can go anyway, but yeah, they need to figure it out because you wasted a top 5 pick for Marvin Harrison Jr. So y'all need to figure out how to get them in the ball.
Yeah. For real. Like he
All
was
right.
supposed to
So
be their number one and supposed to have
Yeah,
like a breakout year and be the best. And I just feel like he's on the wrong team.
yeah, probably.
So
we'll see. I mean, give him like a couple of years and we'll see what happens.
mm,
It might take a QB change, unfortunately, because Kyler has been there for a
They
while.
paid him too much. They
paid him
That's
gonna
too
true,
much.
though. That is true. That's
Little
true.
troll doll.
that's not a good cap hit.
Nope.
But the next game is the 49ers and the Packers. Packers 38, 49ers 10.
I
Yeah,
chose the Packers
they both
because
had the Packers.
yeah, love is balling and
Mhm. Love's in the air.
yeah,
I
and
do. Go
go ahead.
ahead. I thought you was done. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say the 49ers are, they're dinged up and they're just, they're figuring themselves out their quarterback position out. But
Yeah.
well, go ahead. What was you gonna say?
I was just saying I agree with you. I do like the Daniel Jones take where he was like they maybe should they go get Daniel Jones to have him as a backup of Purdy. I actually like that take. That's actually a really good take. Cause why
Yeah,
not?
yeah,
Because why not? You have Kyle Shanahan, that man can coach
hmm
literally a blind quarterback and Jimmy G
exactly.
to a Super Bowl.
To a Super
Daniel,
Bowl.
yeah, Daniel Jones has shown that he can play smart football without turning the ball over.
Hmm
So why not? If Purdy's injury is long term and they still in the playoff hunt, I will go sign him. They don't
Yeah,
have to pay him.
hmm
You pay him like minimum. The Giants
exactly.
don't pay him, so
So question for y'all, when it comes to Brock Purdy, is that a testament of Brock Purdy's talent or Shanahan's brilliance?
I think
I
it's a
think
little
sh-
bit of both.
I think it's more the organization of where he's because if he wasn't on the 49ers, you
Mm.
put let's say you put Brock Purdy on Pittsburgh or Chicago, he's not gonna perform like he's performing now. He's not that guy.
Yeah.
So I think that if you bring in Daniel Jones, he's a real running threat quarterback, and he can throw the ball. Like if you give him the time, I think I saw this thing the other day. It was talking about the comparisons of Daniel Jones and Colin Kaepernick on his last few years with the 49ers. When he got to the Super Bowl, when Kaepernick got to the Super Bowl, he was a dual threat quarterback like Daniel Jones is. He could run fast, he could throw, he could, take a hit. Like he wasn't a weak quarterback. And Daniel Jones shows a lot of that Kaepernick style. I can run, I'm tall, I can throw the ball, I'm pretty fast, mobile, like accurate, and I feel like like my homeboy said that the Illuminati is what lost Kaepernick the Super Bowl because that was the year that Beyonce was did the did the
No,
halftime show and the
and the
lights
lights
went
came
out
out. Yeah,
and then the lights came back on and the 49ers started losing.
yeah.
So I was like, what is going on here? But nah, I
Oh
think I think
man.
Kaepernick or Daniel Jones on the 49ers is a very good look right now. Like
Yeah, I think it is.
I think they should check that out. But I don't want to get the 49ers no good ideas because I don't like them either.
But
Hey,
I do disagree with you on Purdy.
Uh-huh.
I won't say I'm not gonna go into to the point where like people treat Purdy like he's a tier 1 quarterback. But I
Mhm.
do think he's a tier 2 quarterback. I do think you can put him like middle of the pack of that tier 2. I
Okay.
do think I do think he's in that Jared Goff category and the Dak Prescott category. I do think he's a solid QB. I don't think he's like going on like, do I think he's Pat Mahomes or Joe Burrow or Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson? No.
Yeah.
I
No.
think he might be just Justin Herbert.
Yeah. I got you. I agree
So
with that. I agree with that. I'm not like I said. I'm not saying he's a trash quarterback. I'm just saying
yeah.
like I know for a fact that if we need to put the game on his back, he's not gonna win it for us.
Yeah, and it's not many quarterbacks in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean,
So
like Lamar Jackson and Mahomes, like if the if we need to win the game, put it
yeah,
in their hands and they're gonna win
yeah.
us the. But yeah,
Purdy's actually
I would
done
definitely,
better than
huh?
Purdy might have done better than Lamar so far, especially playoffs. If we talking playoffs, man. But
Yeah,
Well,
again, he do have the
Lamar.
weapons, I guess. So
I just feel like, and if you go back and look at the team versus the team, not head up, but like the Ravens over the last couple of years and the 49ers, like the 49ers have had all of the weapons.
yeah.
Lamar Jackson has had a lot of drops. Like if you think back to last year,
Mhm.
there was a few games that his wide receivers were standing in the end zone. The ball hits them in the hand, drops on the ground, and there goes the game. Like
Right.
wide open. Like you're
Yeah,
dropping wide open passes. Like that's not Lamar's fault. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
I feel you.
and that can be a fair take, but he does. Lamar, as great as Lamar is, he does underperform in the playoffs.
yeah,
Like realistically, we give Dak shit for being shitty in the playoffs, and Lamar only has one more win than Dak. So let's be for real. If you give Dak shit for being only having 2 wins in the playoffs, Lamar should get shit for only having 3 wins in the playoffs. Realistically, the only thing that
that's
covers Lamar is those MVPs, and he might have a
mhm,
third MVP. But realistically, I don't want a quarterback that's going to win me MVPs. I want a quarterback that's going to win me championships. So if you can't perform in the
100%.
playoffs, then realistically, like all that MVP shit don't really matter to me.
Agreed. Agreed.
All right. So the next game is going to be the Eagles and the Rams. Eagles win 37-20.
Oh
I
yeah,
chose the Rams because fuck Philly.
yeah, I knew you did. I had the Eagles.
Hey, Eagle ain't really been cussing on the
Eagle,
podcast
look,
like that, y'all. So
Eagle mind
that's
wanted to pick
personal.
the Eagles,
That's
but his
personal
heart was
right
like,
there.
hell no.
Yeah, that's
Oh
personal
no,
right
I'll
there,
never pick the Eagles. I don't care if they do have the better team, and I know they better than the Rams. Oh, hell
His
no.
heart said, hell no, I ain't picking the Eagles, the Rams. No, I had the
uh,
Eagles. Like I said, I think the Eagles are the second best team in the NFC. So,
yeah, I mean
which is not saying
they
a lot.
that's not saying a lot right now, but they are a good team. I mean they're winning games. I'll
Yeah,
give them that. I just don't I don't like Sirianni's coaching. Like I don't think he's the right coach for them to keep consistently going to the Super Bowl and winning, like
yeah,
winning in the Super Bowl. Like ask any of the Bills fans from the past, going to the Super Bowl is not as good as winning them because they would trade all four of them
yeah,
consecutive visits for an actual trophy in a heartbeat. So
yeah. Well, look,
I don't think that I think Sirianni is he is definitely I think they're one of their weakest links.
I my question is, ain't Tom Brady retired?
Yeah.
So it look like to me, ain't nobody winning Super Bowls but the Chiefs then.
Low key. And I hate to say it because that ain't my team, but I mean, shout out to the Dallas Texans from
Right? That
1970.
was Texas, yep.
Shout out to you.
I just
Man,
no, be real though. I do think the Chiefs can't win them all. So sooner or
somebody's
later,
got to win.
the AFC can't win them all. So sooner or later, somebody's gonna win something. So
Who
Yeah.
was the last NFC team? Was it the Rams?
yeah, I think the Rams was the last NFC team to win.
Man,
Because
that's
because
crazy.
before that it was Tom Brady, huh?
It was Tampa Bay. Yep, that was
That's
ass
funny.
whooping too. But
Tom Brady
that wasn't
said,
even,
"Look, Tom Brady said I feel so bad that running in the AFC so much. I'm gonna give the NFC one, bro.
yeah.
That's
He
crazy.
did
He
We're
it.
gonna give the
was,
NFC one."
And after
So
that, it just been Chiefs, Chiefs, Chiefs.
right,
yeah.
it'd be interesting to see if Josh Allen or Lamar can get past the
It's,
current GOAT of
it's
quarterbacks
hard.
right
It's
now.
hard for
So
me, bro, because I want to go for Lamar
whatever.
so badly. I really, really do because I'm all for black QBs, which is why even though Pat Mahomes only half black, I still fuck with him because
Yeah.
he's still black. His daddy black, so
So.
he black enough to me.
Wow.
But like, I want to go for Lamar so badly, bro. But
Yeah.
like when playoffs hit, man, he's like when you talk about Josh Allen's like this in the
Hmm.
season, but he takes another step in the playoffs.
Hmm.
Lamar's the complete opposite.
Hmm.
He just doesn't take the next step. And maybe because he like Ehu said, he don't have the weapons like some of these other people do, which it could be true. But like when you're a unanimous MVP, I expect
Yeah.
you to like at least carry me like to a conference championship.
Yep.
And like and my only issue with Lamar is just like he like the game yesterday, the Chargers game. There was a play I remember watching, and he scrambled out. I was like, bro, just run. It was like it was in the red zone. He was like 20 yards out. All he had to do was just run the shit in, and it would have been an easy touchdown. Now they won the game, obviously, but
Hmm.
instead he chose to throw the ball, and they didn't get the touchdown.
Yep.
And they had to kick a field goal that drive. And I'm like, it's just plays like that. Just like if you want to win playoffs game, instead of trying to show people that you can throw the fucking football, just run
Yeah.
it in and get the touchdown, get the score, win the
Yep.
game. Like I don't give a fuck how good you are. I don't care how good you are at passing the football. That I
Yep.
don't care. Win me games. That's
Yep.
all that
Use
matters.
your actual
Win me
strength.
100%.
games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Win me games. Run the ball, bro. Just
Yeah.
run that shit. Why
Yeah.
why make it hard on yourself? You're the fastest motherfucker on the field. Just run. It's 20 yards. Just run that shit to the end zone. Easy buckets.
Yep.
Easy W's.
Hey, but
It's
you
100%.
gotta
plays like
give him
that that
credit. He did
Martin
make a
don't do.
conference championship last year. My bad though.
Oh
He
yeah, you're right. You're right. He did. But it just plays like that though. It's like those are plays like that, bro. It's just like that's separate. Those plays are what separate him from Pat Mahomes.
Hmm.
yeah.
It's because Pat Mahomes will see that and be like, I'm just gonna run this shit in. It's just wide
Yeah.
open. I'm
Yep.
gonna run it in. Like why make it harder? Why try to show people I can pass the ball? I threw 55 touchdowns. I'm an
Yeah.
MVP. I don't need to show people I can pass the football. They know what I
Yep.
can do. I'm about to win these damn games.
Yeah.
So
And I agree. I feel like he's still trying to prove that he's a quarterback. Like a lot of
yeah.
people think, like, oh, you just a running back. Nah, I think he's still trying. He has something to prove, and I feel like now he has a weapon that he can use to get him over that hump, like
Yeah.
with Henry.
Sure.
So it's like there should be no excuses this year.
Yeah,
There should
for
be
sure.
none at all. So
And I feel like
Absolutely.
Lamar, he a two-time MVP at
mhm,
quarterback, not at
yeah,
any other position. There's nothing else you need to prove, bro. You
exactly.
Right. That's what I was
you're
about to say.
two MVPs. You're all-time fucking great. The only thing that's stopping your all-time great resume is because you had the same playoff record as Dak Prescott.
Yep.
Like
About to say. I was just
that's the
about to say the
reality of the
same thing.
situation.
I was about to say the same thing, man. You got two MVPs at QB. And the numbers support that you're a good passer.
Yeah,
So there's nothing to prove. Like
Yep.
just go and win the games in the
yeah, let's
playoffs.
go win games, bro.
Numbers technically don't matter that much in the playoffs. It's
No,
about just getting the W. So
not at all.
people not gonna think about your numbers if you win that. You
Nope.
hosting up that trophy, man. So,
Yep.
um, so speaking of Lamar Jackson,
The
um,
Ravens and the Chargers game. Last
Yeah.
exactly.
game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I had the
Ravens,
Ravens.
I
Ravens
chose the
30,
Ravens.
Chargers
Yeah.
Yeah.
23.
I like I said last week. I don't think if you drop a back to back, you're not a real contender. So I had the Ravens winning because I do think they are real contenders to the
Yep.
Super Bowl. You can't drop a back to back. So
Yeah. I just done. I like I said. I believe in the Ravens over the
yeah,
Chargers. Like I as a team, like I see that they have what it takes to be a true contender. Like
yeah.
the Chargers, I Herbert has always been hit or miss with me, and everybody used to always talk about Herbert over Dak, Herbert over Jalen, Herbert over Mahomes, and I'm just
They
like,
did.
They
he
did
ain't
do that.
he ain't done nothing. Like, why are y'all giving him this credit? Like,
He is good though.
he's good. He's a good quarterback. He's better than a lot of the quarterbacks like in the league right now. I just don't. As a team, like they haven't gotten anywhere, and I feel like a lot of times it's been not a lot of times, but a few times it's been because of his play. Like he has like not shied away from the lights, but just he hasn't overperformed. He's just performed at very average, and I feel like that he needs to take that next step before I can just put
He,
my faith in him like that. You know?
yeah, I kind of agree. He do lack those clutch intangibles, like what
Yeah.
I was just talking about with like Lamar. Lamar, like I ain't gonna say Lamar lack clutch intangibles. I just think there's like quarterbacks with better clutch intangibles than him. I like if like realistically, I think Pat, Joe Burrow, and
Allen.
Josh Allen have better clutch intangibles than Lamar. But I Justin Herbert, I don't think he has any realistically.
He
I have not seen it, and it shows, and it shows in the record, which is why he haven't done anything. Like he's a great quarterback. He has
Hmm.
probably the best arm in football, realistically,
Yeah.
because that motherfucker when he throws the ball, that shit is like on a goddamn
The
string,
string.
bro.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
shit just cuts through the wind.
Yeah.
But he just doesn't make the plays, bro. You just have
Yeah.
to make the plays.
so would y'all say that he's kind of Philip Rivers 2.0?
Yeah, probably.
I don't. The only reason why I wouldn't say he's Philip Rivers is because Philip Rivers, he didn't give a damn. He was gonna throw that bit. Like he was gonna slang that. He was a real gunslinger quarterback, and he don't care if his run game is good or not. He gonna go for 500 yards, and he got like 11 kids to feed, so he playing like it every game. So
You gotta bring home that check,
he
huh?
got to bring home that check. So that's why I feel like Herbert is a little smarter, but he plays a little more safe than
Yeah,
Philip. Philip, he was throwing that thing down the field
yeah.
like
And
as much as he could.
that could be
and,
why
and get it
he
and get it
like
in
clutch
place.
Gene because he tries to play so safe
Uh huh.
that like he just doesn't take risk, and you have to take a risk.
Yeah.
Like I don't want realistically, I don't want like a super risky quarterback, but a quarterback that doesn't take risks has no value unless you
Exactly.
have a really strong run game.
And we've seen that in a couple years ago in New England when Mac Jones was on that team. You could tell he was not confident in his throws, and he was
Yeah,
kind of timid, like he didn't want to throw an interception, or he didn't think he could get it there or whatever. And to me, that's detrimental to a quarterback trying to do his job. Like you
yeah,
can't have like you can't have no confidence. You have to be like knowing that you're gonna make this play and knowing that you're gonna
yeah.
get the ball
That's
there.
that's true. That's true. But to Mac Jones, look, to give him a little off to get him off the hook a little bit, he came in after Tom Brady, man. So kind of
Hey, you knew what shoes you had to fill. You can't come in here all
that's
timid.
true.
You
That's
better
true. Like I do agree with that. But at the end
yeah
of the day, Belichick, that's a lot of pressure, man. I ain't gonna lie to you for a
Yeah.
quarterback because they're used to winning, and then you can't
Yeah.
come in and fuck up, and then you end up fucking up. You see what happens, right? He's
yeah.
gone. So
Well, you
Like I said,
can't.
you could have he could have chose to go somewhere else.
how
It,
can he
like
choose that? He got drafted
he
there.
got drafted now, which is fair. It was pressure, but you can't throw a pick then get stiff for him. Like you can't throw a
God,
pick to a motherfucker and then get stiff for him because you threw a
yo,
pick, bro. Like you
yo,
can't do that.
Hey,
disrespectful.
fair enough, y'all. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh, was
So
it a
hey,
fumble? It might have been a fumble.
I don't know. All I know is Buddy got sat down.
send his ass to the next universe and shit, man.
Got sat
The next
down for
dimension.
real.
But so this is what we're gonna do, man. We about to go through these games for week 13, quick picks, and we'll make sure to talk about them in the next segment. So week 13, first game, Bears and Lions. Who y'all got?
Detroit.
Yeah, the Lions.
I don't think the Bears got a good enough run defense
Nah,
to stop that run game.
I just don't think they have they ain't got the Lions number like that. Like the Lions they're on a run right now, and the Bears, I don't think they're going to be the team to take them down
No,
this late in the season.
I think it's going to be Vikings with Green Bay. I bet
Gotta be,
they could be upsetting.
gotta
We'll
be.
see. We'll see if that holds up. So, next game is Giants and Cowboys. Horrible game to watch, by
You
the way.
already know who I'm picking.
On Thanksgiving at that, man.
On
I'm going
Thanksgiving,
Giants.
man.
Cowboys.
Giants.
All right.
Troy said he going with
The
It's just
next
it's a
Giants.
short week, and Cowboys never play good on fucking Thanksgiving. So
We uh,
never,
we gonna play good against
never.
we gonna play good against the Giants
recently,
for sure.
and recently, in
Okay. Hey.
recent years, they haven't played good in the Thanksgiving, and it's a short week. They just play Sunday, so
It
Okay.
don't matter. We about to beat the Giants
yeah.
for sure.
Neighbors going for 200 yards pass receiving.
That's true. That might happen, but he's still gonna lose. So
Thumbs down.
um,
Danny DeVito showed that he can't get
Man,
the ball out there like
they
wait,
that.
what
they
you
were
just
trying to
call
have a
that
really
man?
boss Thanksgiving.
He cannot. If he do, Troy, it's your fault.
What you just call that man? It's Tommy DeVito. Ew, come
Man,
on, man.
man, he better
Danny
get his
DeVito. This ain't Matilda. The hell wrong with
uh
you?
I've been calling that boy Danny DeVito since he got on that team.
Nah,
I know it.
I'm messing with you,
I
man.
know
His
it.
name is Tommy DeVito, but I'm messing with
I
you.
know it's Tommy DeVito,
But
but
um, the last of the Thanksgiving games is Dolphin and Packers. Who y'all got?
Packers.
Packers.
My bad, man. That's funny. Y'all, but the game. So after the Thanksgiving games, you got the Raiders and the Chiefs.
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 Okay.
I do think that's gonna be a good game though. I
Yeah.
don't know why the Raiders, that's their Super Bowl, so they're gonna play the Chiefs like it's their last little bit before they go tank the rest of the season.
Is Crosby still playing?
Yeah,
He's not hurt
Crosby.
no more? He came
I
back?
think I think I think he's still playing. I don't know. I have to look.
I
I don't
thought he
know.
was
I don't
I
keep
thought
up
I
with
saw he was
their,
hurt.
I don't keep up with teams with less than 5 wins realistically. So
Oh my goodness.
You don't get the
Oh,
luxury of my attention if you trash. I
Shout out to
got you.
Bubba Dub, huh?
Exactly.
um,
Man.
hey, Texans and Jaguars, who y'all got?
Man, last week I gave it to the Texans.
I'm going with the Texans.
You don't trust them no more.
Oh man, I'm gonna go with the Texans because the Jags ain't done nothing.
Because Trevor Lawrence is not bad. They not starting. Are they starting Mac Jones? They think they are still. Yeah, if CJ Stroud loses a shootout to Mac Jones, bro, they need to fire that coach or
It's
something.
a wrap.
Yeah, bro. That's a bad look, bro.
Yeah,
The
I'm
Jags
gonna
is
get.
terrible.
I'm gonna give it to the Texans.
Yeah, I'm going Texans.
This your last chance, Texans. Who might change it next week.
Man, never
Uh,
again. Better be glad I ain't betting on y'all because you make me lose some money. It's over. Mm-mm.
The next game is the Colts and the Patriots.
Colts.
I'm gonna go Pats.
Okay.
I keep having faith in Drake May. He let me down that last week. He played terrible, man.
I feel like he's still coming into his own. Like
For
he
sure.
needs to. He's
I
gonna have to
do. I
figure
do
out who
like
he
the
is.
kid. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do like the kid. But yeah, he was pretty bad last week.
Yep.
So the next game is the Chargers and Falcons.
Chargers.
Chargers.
I don't know. I don't know if Kurt's cousin gonna if he gonna step up again because the last week I think they lost and I don't know. He had glimpses of his star days and on the Vikings and
Yeah.
I didn't see it last week, but we're gonna see. I just don't have faith in Kurt's
And that
cousin
should
like
show
that.
how bad the NFC is. That two teams in that division might make the playoffs.
Exactly. Like what is happening here?
And I think they 6-5 in that division.
Wow.
It's wild. It's wild out here.
Two teams might make it. I think that's the Saints, Tampa Bay, Falcons, and forgot who their last person is in that division.
The Panthers,
It's the Panthers,
Saints,
yeah.
yeah, Saints,
Yeah, I
Panthers,
think Tampa
Falcons.
Bay might make it, and I think the Falcons might end up making it.
Yeah, well, yeah, right now at this current moment, the Falcons are number one in the NFC South, six
Yeah,
and five. The
yeah,
Bucks are 5-6 because they
yeah.
lost to.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But
Baker be balling, so I think Baker gonna win some more games.
I think he can win out their division if he because Baker is one of those quarterbacks. He gonna take some risks and they be paying off for that boy.
Yeah,
He ain't
he's a
afraid.
baller, bro.
All
Yeah,
right. So the next game is going to be the Seahawks and the Jets.
Hawks.
Hawks. Yeah, I'm going Seahawks. The Jets need to go ahead and
Hey,
hang
Aaron,
it up.
they
Man.
were talking about his like releasing him or something, right?
Man, they need to do something. He need to go ahead, like, hey, bro, we paid you. It wasn't worth it, but hey, I appreciate the time, the opportunity.
It
Go
was
ahead, go
fun.
retire, bro.
I'm gonna need you to go ahead and clock out.
Because
Go
we're
ahead and
drafting
take
a
Adams with
quarterback
you at
this
this point because
offseason.
Adams is going to go where you go.
Yeah,
Man,
that's fine. Adams can go retirement too.
dang.
No, Devontae still got something left in the tank. He just made a bad decision.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, the next game is the Titans and the Commanders.
I'm going with the Commodores.
I'm going with the Commanders. Again, Will Levis ball. I still admit I'm not going. I'm not choosing Will Levis
He
ever.
said
Oh
Will
my
Levis could
God.
go
That was
whatever
a good
team
one.
he
Hey, that was a
on.
good one,
I
Edie.
seen too much. I seen too much, man.
I'm dead.
He
Will
could be
Levis, hey,
great for the
look.
rest of this season. I seen too much, bro. No,
Hell
can't.
no.
I can't
Hey,
unsee it.
Nah, he done showed us who he is, and you can only believe who he show you he is. So hey, I ain't even mad at you on that one.
the next game is the Steelers and the Bengals.
Ooh, that's a good game.
That's a good game. Let me see what I had it.
Damn. Oh
I'm
no.
realistically, my heart want to say them. My heart want to say Pittsburgh, so I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh. But I do think the Beagles. If Pittsburgh defense don't their offense don't show up on that sorry ass defense, I think Pittsburgh might get smoked out the water
Yeah,
because the Bengals offense is legit. That
yeah.
they have a great offense.
I don't know who. I don't know. I might go with the Bengals. It's about time for them to win a game,
Yeah, that is true.
and I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bengals. I'm gonna go with the
Pittsburgh lose
Bengals.
this game, they giving that division to the Ravens. So
Yeah, for real. I
yeah,
mean,
that's. But
Hey,
again, if the Pittsburgh lose this game, they're not contenders. You can't lose back at this late in the season. You can't lose back to backs and it doesn't be at the contender. It's just not
yeah.
possible, bro.
yeah, but what we do know about them Steelers, they're gonna even it out. It's gonna be 500 at least.
They ain't. At
Bro,
least they ain't got no losing record.
they're like 7-3 right now. If
The
they
Steelers,
lose fucking four
yeah,
straight before they win a game, bro, that's such a terrible look.
man, that's
Like they have
wild.
this division right now, so they better
Hey,
they already dropped one to the Browns. They better not drop another to the Bengals.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Russell has the. He still has that vet quarterback, and we've seen what Russell can do. I feel like Russell and Pickens needs to get on the same page. Like they just need to
Mm,
like link up or go through some reps or something because Pickens already showed us he a great wide receiver,
yeah,
and they were talking about I saw this analysis on Justin Fields' ball that he throws and Russell Wilson's ball that he throws. Like Russell airs his out, which is better for Pickens, and Fields
mm,
likes to throw a dart. Like he likes to not put so much air on it, like get it there. And I
yeah,
think that Pickens thrives more under the aired out ball, which is why him and Russell have had some
mm.
success. But
And Russell more accurate.
yeah, but
but
Fields, like I said, Fields still young.
their personalities are so different. You know how Pickens is. He's pretty brash, kind of
Yeah,
almost
He,
me-ish type. And
yeah, he's a young cat for sure.
yeah,
but, but
But he's
hey,
good though.
he is good. We'll see
yeah.
what
He's
happens.
top 5 in receiving yards right now. So
So, hey, we'll see what happens in the future with him and in Pittsburgh. But the next game is the Cardinals and the Vikings.
Vikings.
actually, I did it again. I went Cardinals.
Oh no. Bro, what is it?
They-
What is it about Kyler Murray that got you and the Harrison, bro? Like,
I just like I like their balanced attack, man. It's just
uh,
when they actually got it going. I like that James Conner is playing good. They give him the ball, he runs the ball well. And I do think they have a good like offensive dynamic, and their defense is playing pretty well. It's just like I don't know. It's just hard for me to believe Sam Darnold's going to end up only losing 2 games for the rest of the season.
I don't know. Like, I'm not saying that he's supposed to win every game, but we've seen that the Vikings are balling right now,
Yeah,
and
and that defense hasn't been as good as it was beginning of the year
uh-uh,
either.
because with the Cardinals, the thing that I guess threw me off about them just watching them this past week, um, they couldn't move the ball down the field in the
Yeah,
air.
yeah,
Connor was really their biggest, contributor on offense, and I just feel
yeah.
like until they get that figured out, that Murray to Harrison Jr. is
Look. They failed me this time. This is my last time going for the
He said
Cardinals.
this
That's
your,
just the Titans. That's just the
this your,
Titans and the
Y'all heard it,
Jags.
Cardinals. Y'all heard it, Cardinals.
this
Y'all
your
on borrowed
last
time.
chance.
I'm not. Yeah, it's
Corey
your
said
last
borrowed
chance,
time.
man. Because if it's the Cardinals and the Panthers, I'm picking Panthers next time they lose.
Hey, the Panthers
No,
gave Chiefs trouble, but they
sir.
got a chance.
No,
Uh,
can't do
but
it.
but the next game going to the next game, fellas, is going to be the Rams and the Saints.
Ram.
Yikes. Yeah.
I don't know who the quarterback for the Saints is right now. So.
I don't think they know who it is. So I'm gonna go with the Rams because Matthew Stafford, he's still one of my favorite quarterbacks of
He
all
really
time.
is.
Like
He's
I've
fun to watch.
always, he got heart, bro. Like I cannot just ignore how tough of a quarterback he is. Like
Yeah, so he takes risks, man. He trusts his arm. That's
yeah,
the type of quarterback you want. You just trust your arm, bro. Just throw the ball.
yeah. And I like I said, he's one of my most favorite quarterbacks of all time.
And he's a homer for Ehu, by the way, so that's why he's
Oh
saying
yeah,
that.
yeah. He from Texas. You feel me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's Salt Lake, right?
just to clarify
Yeah.
why he even put that out there. And Stafford's a good quarterback, though. So
Yeah. He's a Hall of he's a Hall of Famer in my book. Not
In
first
my book
ballot,
too.
but he's a Hall
Yeah,
of Famer for sure.
100%.
So the next game is the Buccaneers and the Panthers.
Bucks.
Bucks.
Not
Y'all
even a
think the
question.
Panthers? Y'all think the Panthers can heat up?
Nah.
Nah.
All right.
I mean, because Bryce, he has. So this last game against the Chiefs, I saw him connect with Thielen very well.
Adam Thielen.
Yeah,
Adam Thielen, Madden GOAT.
Thielen cold.
Ass for Adam Thielen and Madden.
I don't care what nobody say. Thielen's still cold to this day.
Yeah,
And he got the hands and he got the separation. Like I feel like if Bryce and Thielen can get on the same page consistently, then they'll have some, that chemistry, and they'll have a threat. They'll be a threat. But
yeah,
I just don't. Bryce I don't know. I don't know if it's like the analyst said, he can't see over the line or something.
Yeah,
And yeah, I don't know what it is, but I did see a glimpse of it this past week.
Yeah. What the Panthers need to do this next draft short offensive linemen so he can see over the line.
He said get some short, stocky linemen.
Get like 6'2", 6'3".
Oh, I see you now.
Don't get no 6'5", 6'6" offensive linemen. Get some short
Dime.
I'm dead, bro. He said,
"Oh yeah,
some small."
You got to give him opportunity, man. That's your franchise QB. Get some short offensive linemen.
Wow, bro.
Yeah. That's a great suggestion, Troy. They should
100%.
listen. They should listen, man.
Get you a 5'10" lineman.
Strong as hell, country strong ass.
Get you a stocky
5'10",
built,
350.
just solid, low to the ground, low center of gravity, just can't be moved. I'm dead.
Man, built like Pac-Man.
I know.
The next game, this is a pretty good game here. Eagles versus the Ravens.
That's a good. I'm
You
going
already know.
Ravens.
Man,
I'm gonna go Eagles because I do think this is gonna be a true testament to see how good that run defense I think the Eagles have is. So if the Eagles have a good run defense and they stop King Henry, then I'd be more confident that they're gonna beat the Lions. But if they can't stop King Henry, then they probably gonna get smoked by the Lions.
I don't think that they can contain Lamar because we've seen. I think it was 2 weeks ago when the run game wasn't working.
You know what? You're right. Actually, I changed my pick. I'm taking Ravens because Lamar doesn't lose to NFC teams. I forgot about that stat.
You seen the record? Him against the NFC. I think
he don't lose the NFC.
He don't lose the NFC team.
You're correct. I'm sorry, Lamar. That was from picking the Eagles. I'm sorry. I'm going to Ravens. He don't lose.
Troy has rescinded his pick.
I completely forgot about the NFC team.
Yep.
So he don't lose the NFC teams.
He does not lose the NFC teams. I don't even know what. So put him in the Super Bowl. He gonna win.
He gonna win. He goes to the Super Bowl. Lamar is almost guaranteed to win the Super Bowl if he makes it.
The numbers don't lie. That boy said he gonna win. I feel you.
I completely. Yep. He don't lose to NFC, bro. He
Nope.
just they NFC team. They see Lamar. They be like, oh my god, what is
I
this?
hate to see Lamar coming. Ah, damn.
There isn't no quarterback like Lamar in the NFC though. Like,
No, not at
Nah,
all.
we don't never have to play nobody like that. Like
The closest
Jalen Hurts and
is
Daniel
Jaden
Jones.
Daniels now, but
right, that's the
Yeah, Jaden
closest.
Daniels. They were the closest things we had to him. So,
Uh, so the next game is the 49ers and the Bills.
ooh,
Bills.
Bills.
Got the Bills, both of y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anything I want to add to that game before I move on?
No,
Nah,
they don't
the
got they
Niners.
don't got Brock Purdy. There's no point at mentioning
Yeah,
that.
there's really nothing else to say. They just the
And
Bills
the
got
last
it.
game, of the week is going to be the Browns and the Broncos. Oh, Browns and the
It's a good game.
Broncos. Shootout.
Broncos
Shootout.
going with Bo Nix.
I'm going with Jameson, man. He eat W's.
He eat
Oh,
W's.
give me Browns.
I
Famous
can't even do
Jameson.
that. Like, I don't even know how he does that.
I'm not
He
doing it
said,
on there. No. I'm not testing it out either.
Eating the W. I didn't do it either. I just don't know how he does it. I'm like, how he.
Bro, I
the
don't know. You have to ask him one day because
yeah,
I for sure don't know.
yeah. I'm
That's
definitely
not
going with the Broncos.
that's a good game too. That can be it's so weird because like because the Broncos defense is legit. And again, PS2 best corner in the NFL now. He's been almost on a legendary tear right now.
Yep.
It's almost as good as Reeves' tear. He's been locking up 80 in every number one receiver you can think of. It just Bo Nix been playing really good, but when I watch Bo Nix, like he don't impress me like that.
He looks like a rookie quarterback. That's what it
Yeah.
is. He looks like a rookie quarterback. That's exactly what it is. And
So it's just like I don't want to be fooled like Bo Nix is like a serious QB, but
mhm,
he's been balling. So
yeah, yeah. He's definitely. I mean, not saying that he's trash, but if you look at him, you see rookie quarterback. Like that's
yeah.
literally the
So we're
best
gonna
way to
see.
explain it.
I think he's gonna see how good he is because he's gonna get Miles Garrett, who is to
Hmm.
me the second best pass rusher in football. I don't give
Hmm.
a fuck about the stats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's the second best pass rusher in football,
yeah,
so he's gonna be back there. He might not sack you, but he's gonna be back there. So
yeah,
we'll see how Bo Nix do with pressure. If he does, it's good with pressure, then yeah, he might be for real.
yeah, yeah.
All right. Hey, audience, that's the end of the NFL segment for today. So we're moving on to the NBA, and for our first NBA topic, we're actually going to be talking about the hot player, one of the hottest players in the league right now, LaMelo Ball, man. So, starting with Ehu this time, what's your thoughts on LaMelo and how he's playing?
Well, I like I told you, he's getting hot right now. Like I hadn't seen this streak of him in past years. Like he can score. Everybody know who we can score. I think he got it into his mind when he got on the Hornets that he was gonna be a true point guard, which is what he's good. He's good at it. Like he drops dimes and he can score, but I feel like he kind of put his scoring on the back burner. And now this year he's coming into that because I said it last video that I hadn't really seen him just drop 50, and then after we recorded that he dropped 50, and then I'm like, all right, well now I seen it, now I got to give him his respect. So I've always liked him as a player. Like he took that route as similar to what Luka did. Luka started playing overseas and played against grown men at a young age, which mentally prepares you for when you come to the league. It's almost like not like it's a breeze, but you're accustomed to playing against grown men. So when he came into the league, everybody was like, "Oh, he's small, he's skinny, he don't got no weight to him, he gonna get body, blah blah blah. He's not gonna be able to perform." And at that time, the only people that believed in him was his daddy. And so, you know, LeVar, he gonna talk his son up, but
Hmm.
his son backed it up, and he showed that he can really like Bridges and what's the other cat that's on their team? Like he is
Miller.
just yeah, diming them up, and I love his style of play. Like I like seeing him play, and I think he's got a lot more heat to show us. Like I like it.
Yeah.
What you got,
I
Troy?
think I think LaMelo has been hooping. I think he should continue to do what he's doing and just showing that he can be an elite scorer in the NBA. I just don't know if I want LaMelo to be my point guard because the way I don't like the way he controls the tempo of his team. I do like the way he controls the tempo of himself,
Hmm.
which is like, he does that really well. But like, I don't see somebody that can eat next to him, like realistically. I do think he probably should transition to a two guard, but he can still I do think he should just continue to do what he do now because the Hornets, they're not gonna win shit right now. But I do think I don't know. I feel like Brandon Miller should get like I feel like if like the last game, he had like 44 but he took like 30 shots and Brandon
Hmm.
Miller only took 16. I do
Yeah.
feel like, Brandon Miller should have some of those shots, right?
Yeah.
Because it's just you two. You don't have Miles Bridges, who's considered the second option of the team. Brandon Miller's the second option right now. And you taking 30, you taking 30 shots, then Brandon Miller needs to somehow get more shots too. And considering that LaMelo always has the ball in his hands,
Hmm.
he needs to kind of share that wealth a little bit because if you're not going to win by yourself. Let's be for
Hmm.
real. If there's somebody out there that could win by themselves, he's not that player. So
Hmm.
it
Yeah.
would have been LeBron. LeBron would have been the person to win by himself. If there's anybody that could do it, it's not going to be LaMelo Ball. So,
Hmm.
but I do think so. I do think he's a good player. He's going to be an All Star this year. There's no way you go average 30 not make an All Star. And but yeah, he just has to learn how to point guard again.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
I do think they need to somehow make him and Brandon Miller gel because I do think Brandon Miller could be that second option to help the Hornets get to the hump. LaMelo can't, like I said, LaMelo can't do it by himself.
Yeah. I agree.
Kind so you want Lamelo kind of to you almost want it to be like a John Wall Bradley Beal dynamic when they were making the playoffs, kind of.
I read it be kind of like a Luka Kyrie. You know how Luka when Kyrie first got here and Luka was kind of doing his own thing, but now like after that second half of the season, Luka understand that like maybe he should try to get himself going early. Then
Hmm.
late he let Kyrie get going,
Yeah,
and then now that dynamic kind of works now because they know when they can get each other's going, and then fourth quarter come they just play off who's hot. That's kind of how we play now.
yeah,
That's kind of how I want, kind of like LaMelo needs to do. LaMelo doesn't choose when he wants to get hot. He just go. I'm just scoring. I'm just gonna go get a bucket. But you gotta let other players like get rhythm. Like
Yeah.
if you can't, you don't have to let your whole team get rhythm, but you do have to let your second option get rhythm
right.
Hmm.
because sooner or later it's like you can't make every shot. Okay, yeah, even though he had 40, he was like 13 for 30. It was
Yeah.
not a good. That's not a good shooting percentage
Yeah.
at all. So and Brandon Miller like gonna have like 16 shots or something like that. So like you gotta let somebody else get some more shots, bro.
Kind of got that Trey Young syndrome.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Um,
I can see that.
but
you can't
speaking
win
of,
games the way he's playing.
Yeah.
yeah,
You
I
can
mean,
sell tickets, but you can't win games.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, especially not
well,
championships.
those are great points about Lamelo. Only thing I was going to add to that is we need to see what happens when he actually has decent pieces outside of Brandon Miller around him, and then
Hmm.
see how he truly plays because a lot of these other young guys, they got some playoff pieces. I'm gonna call them.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
got people
for
that
veterans.
they can, like Luca, for instance. Like Luca now has a team he can sit out. Luca couldn't do this 3 years ago.
Nah.
He couldn't do it
Um,
last year.
Mm.
I mean, I think when we made the trade, he could do it a little bit last year.
No,
Not
because
all,
he got
not to the point where it's like I'm comparing like, but last year's team, I would
yeah,
rather if he did it last year, I wouldn't have been mad compared to let's say the 2022 team.
yeah, for
You
Hmm.
sure.
know, but I
Yeah.
want to see
Before we
what
got
Lamelo look
lively
like
and
with
yeah.
pieces, like other stars. He has never actually played with another star like those other people. Like Ant Man has had a star.
Hmm.
Trey Young has had a star. Um, so we need to see what happens with that.
Yeah,
To his credit, on my that's
that's why
my
he got to
opinion.
let Brandon Miller eat because Brandon Miller could be the next star.
Yeah. For
That
real.
young
Yeah,
man's a bucket, bro.
yeah.
He can
No,
easily be a 20 point per game player.
I don't disagree with that. When I say star, like you know how GMs usually bring people in and
Yeah,
Yeah.
they instantly become a contender.
Yeah,
But to
but
be
it's the Hornets.
fair,
Nobody wants
you
to go
kind of got
there.
to get your team to the playoffs to show that you can get contenders. So I'll also
Exactly.
throw that out there
It's the
as
Yeah,
Hornets.
well.
no,
Nobody wants to go there, so
exactly.
they're gonna have to draft, and he's gonna have to help. Lamelo's gonna have to realize, like it's fine now to just go ahead and establish yourself that you can average 30, but he's gonna have to realize that he's gonna have to help bring the young people around him up
Mhm.
as well, so they can, become a playoff team. He's gonna have to take that OKC route. Like
Yeah.
nobody want to go to OKC,
Mhm.
but they got Shea, and Shea brought the young people around him up to this level, and now he don't take Shea don't take a whole bunch of shots to get his points. Shea
Nah.
takes smart shots, and he let others eat.
Mhm.
So
And they're a run team, so that's where he gets a lot of their
mhm.
transition. So
Yep.
Hmm.
yeah, it's like you said, like you can't win championships for sure, but you're really not gonna win playoff games really
Yeah.
with just one person being the main scorer. I mean, it's gonna have to be a team effort, or at least two players coming together to, be a dual threat. But
Yeah.
Shea did right. He did good once they got some pieces around him. The organization did good putting those pieces around him, and
Well,
they yeah they
well,
I think they're like their record shows like right now they're doing well in the West, so
yeah.
they're gonna be a problem.
Uh, so that's a great point. That's a Lamelo topic. The next topic, oddly enough, since you brought up Luca, is the Mavericks. So we some big Dallas guys out here, and what y'all think about how they gutted out that win versus the Hawks?
That was cool. I don't even want to talk about the Hawks games realistically. I want to talk about how he fucking threw away the Heat game,
All right.
bro. That right there was on the fucking platter, bro. But first off, I'm not gonna blame it all on Kid because Lively should have been protecting the basket on that Pacific play. I don't know why he thought he should have been the one to come out to contest the three, but I don't understand why Spence was in there over Kyrie. It made zero sense to me. Kyrie was not in foul trouble. We didn't have no timeouts, and Spence is not that great of a defender. So I don't know what era Spence was a good defender in. It hasn't been in his lifetime. I've never seen Spence been a good defender in this lifetime. So I don't understand why Kyrie was out, and we threw that game away. Like we really gave that game away. We could have been what I think we would have went three straight without Luka. Instead, we now talking that we're 2-1 without Luka. Three straight without Luka would have sounded so much better than being 2-1 without Luka.
Yep.
I actually think it might have been four straight.
It might have been four straight. Okay.
I agree with you on that. Like that's a coaching fumble. Like why was he not in the game?
Yeah.
Like I don't I don't understand like that's been my thing with Jason Kidd for a while now. Like his rotations and who he has at the end of games has just been kind of odd. Like what is your reason for doing that? Like
Yeah.
why I don't know. I'm not a like I said, I'm not an NBA coach. I don't know what's going through his mind. I don't know what his ideas are. All I do know is we lose some games because of your rotations at the end of games and how we
Exactly.
I just don't understand it. But
Yeah. If he was gonna do it, if he put Spence in there for defensive purpose, then why wasn't Clay in there? Like, like, uh, like, why Spence? Like, yes, Spence scored 22 against. I don't care. Spence don't need to play, bro. Honestly, am I like if I had to choose between Hardy or Spence, I already play Hardy.
I'm gonna go with Hardy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Hardy. Hardy plays defense. Spence don't play no defense, and Spence they do the exact same thing, but Hardy
Hmm.
attacked the basket way more than
Oh
Spence
yeah.
does. So
Yeah.
so it's like I'm out of the Spence sweepstakes, and I'm glad he gave us 22 last game. But realistically, in my mind, I don't. The way our team is orchestrated right now, I don't think he needs to be seeing the court.
I do. I don't mind him in our second or third. Rotation. I just don't think he needs to be in the game at the end of the game when the game is that close. Like he
Yeah,
doesn't. We don't need you when we got Kyrie and Clay and Hardy and Najee. Like we have other players that will consistently produce because Spence has showed us that he's very streaky. He was streaky
yeah,
in
he is.
Brooklyn. He was streaky in LA when he got to play. He's been streaky here when he was first here. Like
Yeah,
he's a more mobile I think he's a more mobile, better defending Timmy, and we got rid of Timmy, and now we have Spence. And not saying that we can't use him. I just don't. I don't want you on the court in the fourth quarter, and we need to win the game. Like I don't know. Like I said, I don't
But
know what kid was thinking then, but
mhm.
I'm
Look,
not an
Spence can
NBA
get his
coach.
minutes when
I
Powell get his minutes.
I
They get the minutes at the same time.
Yeah. So-
I
Man, I've
I
been.
I look.
Go ahead, Darius.
I'm a surprisingly defend Spence a little bit. And I like Spence because of what he did for us in 2022. Um, I think it's just more so J Kidd just have faith in the guy, man. Like, and he might not be the exact same Spence from 2022, but he, like you just said, he shows flashes. I put it to you like this: if he's having a bad game he had against Miami, yes, take him out. But if he's Spence can also get hot. So if he's hot, you can keep him on the floor in my opinion. And he's saying it looks like the more games he's playing, the more he is learning. Hey, I gotta defer more to Kyrie again. Like it's not 2022. I'm
Mm,
gonna have to pass it a little bit, but I'm also have to. I like that he's not scared to take shots. We gotta think about that. For the past what couple years, our guards outside of Luka and Kyrie are usually timid when it comes. And Hardy's coming into his own, like y'all was saying, but they're
mhm,
usually timid, like the Josh Greens of the world. Josh Green's not shooting those type of shots. THJ
mhm.
will shoot those shots, but THJ can do nothing else. At least Spence can play make. If he tries on defense, he will. He'll try harder than THJ. So I think I'm gonna cut him a little bit of slack. He did have a bad game, and Kid did make a bad choice that game. But it's important to keep your players where you know that they need to know you have faith in them. And somebody
Mhm.
like Spence, who Kid already knows, that's good going into the future. That if he needs them that one game in the playoffs, he might save us a playoff game in the future for all we know, because of that faith that he instilled into Spence, and that he's starting to instill into like Hardy a little bit. So I don't know. That's my opinion on that.
And
Yeah.
that's fair, but he takes but Spence to me Spence takes way too much minutes from Hardy. And when I
Mhm.
see Hardy's on the floor, and I like the things Hardy do, I like that. Like he might not shoot every shot, but I do like when he gets the ball, he is looking to attack the basket. He looking to
Yep.
run the floor. He's fighting through the screens. He's playing defense. Like he's doing shit like that. Like Spence,
Yeah.
when I see Spence, and I'm like, yeah, he shoot the shots, and he is deferring a little bit more, but he
Mhm.
don't play defense.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand why we have Kyrie and Luka who are already liabilities on defense. Why are you adding Spence in their liability? Why can't we just have a gut wrenching defense coming in with our second unit? Why can't our
Yeah.
second unit just be Najee, Grimes, Hardy, Gafford, and Maxi? Like why can't that be the lineup?
Yeah.
That's a very defensive oriented second unit. Like beat that. Why do we have to add Spence in there? We don't need any
Right.
more defensive liabilities. His offense doesn't outweigh his defensive usage, in my
Yeah.
opinion. You're like, yes, he gets streaky, cool, but people get streaky on him. So,
Yeah.
you
I
know,
agree with that. I
I
definitely agree with that.
I don't know, bro. But at the same time, I don't like how we're utilizing Clay. I feel like he's over here instilling confidence in fucking Spence. We need to be trying to instill confidence in Clay.
Yep.
That I do agree with. Yes.
So it's
Because
like you're trying to instill confidence in Clay and shit, but and Spence, but Clay is gonna be the one that's gonna take us to the next hump.
Right.
yeah,
Clay is
that's what
gonna
I'm
be
saying.
that person that's gonna give us that hump because we was missing a lot of threes in the finals. So having arguably a top 10 shooter on your team all time on your team, you need to be instilling confidence in him. And you need to be
Exactly.
drawing up plays, trying to get his shot going because his shot has been off a little bit. It
Yep.
has. He's been struggling. But you don't draw up plays for him to get going. Like he has to when he gets his shot, he only get a shot in fast break. And those are rare instances because he has to rush the shot because everybody knows if Clay is open, you need to get your ass out there. So it's just
Exactly.
like you're not giving him any rhythm. You just like, all right, Clay, the one it's third quarter. You haven't shot since the first quarter. Here you go. Make it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like
I
I
I
agree.
agree with that. I just want to chime in on that point. Actually, I've always said that, and I will always say since we got in Clay, I didn't actually like. I had a feeling this would happen. I don't like a Luca oriented offense with a Clay Thompson on it because you kind of almost got to adjust the offense. Like you're saying, you got to add plays. Clay is not a guy you just put like I say this all the time. Clay, obviously, it's the top 5 greatest shooter of all time. But just because
Top
he
three.
is that does not mean he's a guy you just put in the corner all day because Clay is used to movement.
Yeah.
So you got to move him. And because he's such a prolific shooter, even when he's off, the game plan is still don't let Clay get shots off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of gravity towards Clay. And when
Yep.
you're moving, that's making the defense work harder
Yeah.
instead of just watching Luka and Kyrie ISO all the time. So I
Yeah.
don't like that offense for a team with Clay Thompson on it. I do agree with that. I think Kid needs to make some adjustments and constantly add some plays where it involves getting the ball out of Kyrie and Luka's hands sometimes. Sometimes you just got to move the ball, man. It
Yeah.
is what it is. It's
It,
basketball.
it can't be
Yeah.
a two. It can't be a two-man game. Like the
Yeah.
way with Clay, if we cannot find a way to have them three jail, how are we going to get another superstar in the future? Like it come like why would go like why would Giannis or somebody be like I want to sign with Dallas when it's just a two-man show and they showing that we can have a three-man show. Like we have to be able to show shit like this. Like and like it's like you said, like Clay, even though Clay, like I remember the one game, I remember I text you and I was like, I don't know why Grimes in. And he'd be like, well, Clay not shooting, it's not shooting that good. It doesn't matter if Clay is shooting bad or not. He still impacts the game because he's fucking Clay. And they're not gonna leave him open. They're gonna leave Grimes open because if he makes a three, he
He
makes a
not
three.
he not
Like
Clay.
he's not Clay.
Right.
So it's just like I don't understand. Like Clay going 1 for 11 is going to outweigh anything Grimes do on the court or anything Spence is going to do on the court because people know how dangerous Clay is when he fucking gets hot because Clay can get hot at any moment and that hot can go into like 30 points out of nowhere, 15 points out of nowhere, and he might
Yep.
not be that same Clay, but he's still a great shooter and he can probably give you like a quick 12 points out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
I
what I'm
just
saying.
want to say one more thing, then I'm gonna let Ehud say his take because we need, I want to give you an opportunity to say something, but I want to also say I believe at last shot situations, it shouldn't always just be Luka either. I think if Clay is hot, like that Golden State game, there's no reason why Clay shouldn't have taken that last shot in that Golden State game. I
that's
don't
good.
care
That's
what shot
true.
he shoots, but that tells you, oh, hey, we look over here. It's whoever's hot. Like I don't want to continue to see Luka shoot every step back. I don't want to see Kyrie shoot every step back all
Yeah.
the time either. It's whoever is hot. So if Clay is the hot guy, if Grimes is the hot guy, if Najee's the hot guy, give it to them for the last shot, man. But
Yeah.
Ehu, my bad. I'm gonna let you go, man.
No, no. I was agreeing with what y'all was saying. Like the main point I wanted to make was we're going to need Clay when we make that deep playoff run. 100% of the time that we're gonna need Spence. Like Dinwiddie is not gonna be the main guy we're gonna need in the playoffs. So, like I said, that's all I was gonna say. Like we definitely need to get Clay comfortable and consistent and give him more reps than what Spence is taking up. Like you said, put Spence in that whatever lineup we got that has Powell on it.
Yeah.
Put him on there, and that's where he go play at, and
Not the
go
death
about your
lineup.
business.
Yeah. Yeah. Bro.
So, yeah,
And I kind of disagree with you there. It's about the last shot take. It's only because I believe that certain people are just built for it. But I do think Clay is one of those people that when he's hot, that he should get the shot. But no, Grimes hot, I don't give a fuck. He's not getting that shot from me. If Najee's hot, he's not getting that shot from me. But
if it
Clay,
ain't
Clay Clay's a
if it
different
ain't
story.
Luca,
If not,
yeah,
look, man. If Najee had 44 that game, he's
Don't give
getting
a
the last
fuck.
shot.
Luka, you
Nope.
shooting that
No.
shit.
Yeah. Look.
Luka, you
Luca
Look.
got
shoot
it,
the
bro.
shit.
You got
If
it, Luke.
Najee, if
Hey,
Najee,
Najee,
now,
you
now,
did your
now,
job.
now,
Luca
Luka got
now,
it from here.
no, because you got it. Come on, man. I
Some
mean,
people are
or you
just
can use
built
them, or
for
you
it,
can,
bro.
yes, you can still have Luca or Kyrie shoot the last shot if you lose Najee as a decoy. If you're smart enough to come up with a good enough play to use him as a decoy,
But
but
I said Najee on a little ass cut, so Luka can get the damn ball and shoot that step back three. I'm good, bro. Some people are built for it, bro.
how do you know that? You got to let them
He
shoot it.
said,
Hey, we already got one that know there has it. We don't need to find another one.
Luca
Loki.
hasn't been doing it. Like we know Luca can do it. I'm just saying, look, every
Hey,
game, he don't have to be every game, man. I'm sorry.
look,
Like
look. There's a. I feel like there's like a a list of who can take it, it should be Luka, Kyrie, Clay. It's a cutoff. There's no more room on the list. There's no more room.
It's
I
still
mean,
three.
technically, if we're going to be technical, Kyrie should actually be number one.
That's fine too. It doesn't matter. If you want to put
I
Kyrie
just know
first,
between Luka and Kyrie, it's either one of
that's
them.
fine. You can do that.
I get that, y'all. I get
There's
that.
no more
I'm
room
not
on the
saying
list.
every,
The list
like,
is
but I'm
done.
not saying every time. But if that man is that hot, let them shoot the shot. But in Clay though, in Clay's case, this is Clay freaking Thompson in Golden State playing the best game he had played this year, and he can't get the last shot. It's not a bum. Like, all right, I call him a bum, but this is Klay Thompson. He's going to the Hall of Fame, man.
I know what Coach Kidd was trying to do. He was trying to give, defer to Clay so that, we back in your old team. We want to win. We want to, show that this is your new home. So I understand that, but
look, only way Najee getting the last shot for me, he better have 99 points so he can get the record.
All right, but see, I'm not saying so. Like, if Najee, the type of games Najee been having lately.
Yeah, he's been balling.
No, wait, but it's explosive for him, right? That's fine. You don't have to give him the last shot because he dropped 26. I understand that.
Yeah.
But if he's going way out of his range and he is just that hot, if he has the opportunity to get the last shot, I'm not gonna be mad if he takes that last shot. That's all I'm saying.
Go ahead. You got.
I was gonna say, realistically, I do want everybody on the team to be able to hit that big shot. Like, you want those players that, if they were to need to take the last shot, that they're gonna hit it.
Right.
So I would want him to be able to hit, but I know for me, I'm gonna want to draw up the last second play is gonna, like, if we got 3 seconds left or 2 seconds left on the clock, we get one shot. Who I want taking that shot is not gonna be Grimes or Najee or anybody else besides Luka or Kyrie, or maybe, and Clay is number 3 on the list.
Look, I meet you in the middle. I'll draw up a play. We would go. To me, I'll have Luka number 1. Then I'll be like, we'll draw a play. The first option, Luka. Luka can't get the ball. Kyrie's the next option. Kyrie can get the ball. Motherfucking Clay get the next option. Then the fourth option depends on how many points we down, because we down 2 or 1. And I'm going to the big.
Throw
and
a lob.
I might go to Najee then Grimes.
I'm gonna throw a oop to Lively.
If you're down 3 and Najee is 11 for freaking 13, hasn't missed since the first quarter.
He could be 13 for 13. I'm still going to Luka. He can be 13 for 13 for 3.
Look, I want Luka and Kyrie to take majority of the last shot, but they don't. The problem is y'all not seeing it though. Like, it's so.
No, I understand what you're saying. You said he's like completely fucking scorching hot. That
I'm saying this nigga gotta be like I'm not saying this nigga gotta be 4 for 10 and he should get that he deserves the last.
No, I understand what you're saying. Like, I understand what you're saying, bro. I understand that you said he's 13 for 13. And we down 3. He should go see.
He deserves the shot. He deserves the shot.
Yeah, and I'm telling you right now,
he deserves the shot. Ehu
deserves the
he
shot.
deserose the shot.
Whoa there!
And I'm telling you right now.
How you gonna say whoa there? Look. If y'all on the court right now, and you play, okay. Let's say we're gonna take people we know.
Okay.
Sorry, I gotta drop the names, but all right, we're gonna take A. I'm not gonna drop names. A, we know this person, right? Hey, we're gonna call him A. A is usually consistent, right? He's usually the guy that carries up at LA Fitness or whatever gym you want to call it, right? But he's been off for the last month. Or we're in a league. He's been missing every last shot this season that we played. Now, let's say Troy here goes 11 for 11. We're still supposed to give it to A, or should Troy take that shot?
Oh, it depends. Has A been like the clutch back bucket getter for us?
Yes.
He's our main guy on the team.
A is our main guy. A is our main guy. We got B, right? B, who's also a baller. That's basically the secondary guy. And then there's Troy, Ehu, and Darius.
Okay, and I'm not the main guy. Then in my opinion, the motherfucker that's historically clutch should get the clutch shot.
Realistic, statistically, he should get the
Like that's just how I see it, bro.
realistically,
Yeah.
I mean, statistically and realistically, if
Because
we know that this dude is clutch and we've done seen him be clutch plenty of times, and this game he's just been kind of off, but I've been on. Personally, I'm not gonna be mad if he take the shot.
yeah, bro. It's just like, bro, because so much that goes into a clutch moment. It's a mental thing. It's a rhythm thing. It's everything. Like some people are just more comfortable taking clutch shots,
And
and like
honestly, I'm gonna be ready just in case I have to
yeah,
take it.
yeah.
But
See,
that's what you just gotta be mentally prepared for. Be ready. But I'm thinking about going to him. That's all I'm
yeah.
saying.
Hey, so out of 82 games, you can't spare one game to let one player that basically kept you in that game to get the last shot, basically with that.
If he wants that ball, he better hope and pray Luke and Kyrie's getting double on them plays.
He better
And he
and be
just wide
ready.
ass open. If he's wide ass open, yeah, go and shoot that
Shoot
motherfucker,
that
bro.
thing.
But no, I'm
But the
not
play
giving you the
isn't
ball
drawn up for him.
yeah,
Nah, the
I'm not
play
giving
is
you the
not.
ball to create a shot to clutch a shot, bro. No.
And like I said, I understand if a player is streaky and he's hot, then
Yeah.
yes, you want to feed him realistically, but you got to think like this is the NBA. You got to put your faith in your guys who are always going to be your stars. Like Luka and Kyrie and Clay, if we down 3, like we need a 3 to win the game and we need to tie it with a 3, I'm going to let one of them 3 shoot it.
Yeah.
Cuz I'm not going to draw the play up for Dinwiddie. I'm not going to draw it up for Hardy. I'm not going to draw it up for nobody but them 3. Honestly, like that's just
Come
Yeah.
on, man.
I get where you're going, Darius. I get where you're going, but like I said,
And
Was
then you gotta think about
Derek Fisher ever number 3 on anybody's team?
he was on the Lakers at one point.
Which
but
one?
he was known for that. Like
Oh,
Robert
absolutely.
Ory was known for hitting those
How did
shots.
they get
So it's
known? How did they get known for that?
But
because Kobe was being doubled.
but
Kobe was. Go
to
ahead,
be
Trey.
fair with the Derek Fisher shit, like yeah, if it's like 0.4 of a second, then it doesn't matter who gets the ball. Whoever's open should shoot the motherfucker.
They're gonna
But
throw it all.
you telling me 2 seconds on the clock and the motherfucker got to create for himself? I'm going to Luka or Kyrie. Like I'm not going to Najee to create for himself to make a fucking game-winning shot.
That's not the okay. So that's the way you broke that one down makes it sound a lot better than what you were just saying to me though. Like because you're saying okay, this guy got it. He 2 seconds. Who's going to be the most efficient in breaking down the defense in 2 seconds and getting
Getting
the
us a
shot
good
off?
shot in
I
2 seconds.
understand that point, but sometimes you do got to go to the hot person. That throws people off.
Man, look, he can catch the ball. If Luka driving in 2 seconds, they decide to throw a double, and
That's
he's in
fine.
that. Look, if Najee 13 for 13, I let Luka get the ball, and I put Najee in the same corner Luka on. And if they bring a double from Najee, man, he can get the ball and shoot the motherfucker, but he's not getting the ball to create his own goddamn shot in 2 seconds. No.
The play is not drawn up for Najee. The
No.
play is drawn
Look,
up for Luka or
Yeah,
Kyrie or
sorry,
Clay.
yeah.
And if Najee just so happened to get it,
Yeah, he can
he
shoot
has the green
motherfucker.
light to shoot that bitch. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, okay, fair enough. All right, fair enough, fair enough. I think you should get the opportunity, but at the same time, I'm not saying he should always get the opportunity. I do agree to an extent. The superstars are supposed to do what they do. They get the ball at the end of the game. They're the closers. I get that, but y'all know, like I know, how rhythm works,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
That's why he's going to be on the court right
he'll
then.
be on the court.
He's going to be on the court. Out of the 5 people that we're putting in with 2 seconds left, Najee will be on the court if he's 13 for 13.
Yeah.
We're not going to put him on the bench and put
Right.
Dinwiddie in. We're
Hey,
going to have Najee
I'm not
out
giving-
there.
I'm not gonna be mad if we're down 2 and Najee get the ball and get that floater off. I'm just not gonna be mad.
No, I'm not giving Najee the ball and be like, nah, ISO.
I get
Luka's
that.
on the corner.
I get that. But if he's been
No.
hot from 3, and he gets the shot, like you can't be mad.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I'm
even
not
if
gonna be
he's your
mad that
first-
he's taking the
even if he's your
shot. I'm
second
just
option.
saying. I'm just saying that it's
Look.
not drawn up for him.
Yeah. Look, if he gets an open look, I am not mad at anybody taking a last minute shot. That's an open fucking look. Realistically,
Yeah.
like I don't care. You can be 0 for 11, 2 seconds left, and that's the open look. shoot the motherfucker. I don't care. If you wide butt naked ass open, shoot it. I don't care for that.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to give you the ball to create for yourself over Luka and Kyrie. It's just no. It's not what's going to
No,
happen.
okay, yeah, yep. All right, I'll agree with those points because they usually break down the defense.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you have
But
to.
if they make the play, if you give it to the hot man, sometimes maybe that's on the star. So I
Yeah, if
guess
they
I have to
make the
look at it
play,
from that perspective. Like, hey, you still give it to the star and let the star make the decision. If it's the smart decision, sometimes the smart decision might be to give it up, like y'all said, if you're getting double. But I do think it shouldn't just always be a Luka step back because it hasn't been working for us lately. So
but
that's actually my main point. Even Kyrie has been missing,
I'm just
clutch.
saying I seen Luka dagger too many people with that step back. It's hard for me to say don't shoot the motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's just, bro.
In the playoffs last year, he did it a few
I'm
times,
not saying
and
don't shoot it ever though. I think
yeah,
I'm saying what I'm saying is that rare game where you happen to have that hot, super hot guy, scorching hot guy. I'm not even gonna be mad if they take the last shot. That's basically where I'm
yeah,
going with it.
yeah.
But
That's what I'm saying
Yeah,
too. Like,
if you
oh,
can
I'm not
say,
saying that he shouldn't take the last shot. I'm just saying he's not the main guy on the team, so the
no,
last play is not going to be drawn up for him.
no.
right,
Is what
right,
I'm saying. That
If
that
Luka,
and that's but he like I said, he's going to be in that 5 where the play is drawn up, and this is what a lot of LeBron fans say, like he's going to drive and kick it out to the open person, which is the smart play, and the play is drawn up to start with the ball in LeBron's hands at the top of the key.
right.
And that's what me and Troy are saying. Like the ball is going to go to Luka or Kyrie first.
To
And
break down the
then,
defense, I
yeah,
get
to
that.
break down the defense. And
I guess
then Najee is going to be on the court. So
yeah,
yeah,
because he's hot, we know, like if he had missed every shot he took, he's not going to be on the court in the last few seconds.
yeah,
He's
right.
going to be on the bench. But
But
since,
I guess that goes back to the time aspect. Then, like y'all were saying earlier,
mhm,
I guess if it's like a second left and you just gotta get a quick
yeah,
three, and that dude's
yeah,
scorching hot,
yeah,
I wouldn't even be mad if the inbounder gave it to that guy. I
yeah,
guess
yeah,
that's what
yeah.
I'm
that's
basically
Because
saying.
different. Like, it's 1 second.
So
Because Luca
Anybody,
and Kyrie are doubled, and they know they're trying to keep the ball out of their hands, then Najee's going to be open, and then Najee's going to have to shoot it with a second left on the clock. So
yeah, it's 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Still, you can probably get a Luka step back, but now they here there. 17. Like if Najee gets the ball from Luke, can take the shot. If he's getting the ball from Luka, Kyrie, and he's
yeah,
open. So, but I'm not drawing up a play for Najee to just be like, hey, go create, go take us home. Nah,
yeah, yeah.
Luka and
I
Kyrie got me.
I don't care how
I'm good
hot you
about
are. Like I really don't think that Najee is going to have that kind of respect from the team already to just get him the drawn up last play. Like
it.
he's not that guy yet, or he's not that guy on this team
Not,
for sure.
not on this team. Maybe in the future he could be on with that guy on somebody else's team. Not on this team.
we've seen Dirk led teams where Dirk don't shoot everything though, and it don't even go to Dirk all the time though. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
but see, Dirk is out there to be the main person. So we would want to get it to Dirk, but if they're doubling him, that's when Jason Terry hits the big three. Or if we want to go back further, Stackhouse would have hit the big three, or we throw the lob to Matrix, or like I said, like he's the first option. Dirk is the first option. Then it goes Jet and whoever else we have, Berea or whatever, Kid.
Beret is basically Najee.
But
but that's
what I'm saying, he's not the first option. That's all I'm saying. He's not.
I
but
got you. I
it's
got
He's
you.
also
not.
different because Dirk's a big
Yeah.
dude. So it's not like that's Dirk can ball handle, yes. But at the same time, Dirk rhythm is coming off screening pops, getting the ball in triple threat and shoot.
Yep.
Luka and Kyrie isoing and getting their own space. So it's
Hmm.
different
Yep.
when you to compare to Dirk. You have to like compare them like somebody else. You have to compare it to another guard because a
Like
big,
Kobe.
yeah, because a
Yeah.
big shooting the last shot is a lot different than a guard shooting the last shot. Because bigs usually, it just depends like on the
Yeah.
situation.
Because Dirk was unique because our inbound plays were Dirk on the elbow. Get Dirk on the elbow, let him get in his pivot, and then he'll do his fader. That was
Right.
our drawn up play. They
Right.
double Dirk. Jet is coming around off the top of the three or whatever and hitting that shot. So it's like you got to know your personnel, and you have the right personnel out on the floor, which is what Kid has been failing us with lately. Like,
Mhm.
why are certain people not on the floor? Like, Darius, you agree if Dinwiddie and Kyrie, you have the option between Dinwiddie and Kyrie, who you want on the floor?
Kyrie.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
like,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
like
it's just it's
I,
just
but that's specific. You want? I get what y'all are saying. I
mhm.
do understand that. I'm not opposed to just letting somebody else get a last shot out of 82 games. Now playoffs different. Shit
Mhm.
happens in the playoffs. Um, but that's just my opinion on that. Obviously, yes, I want Kyrie before I want Spencer Dinwiddie. I wouldn't have minded though if Spencer Dinwiddie was 10 for 12 on the field. I'm not gonna be mad at him being in the game. And I mean, you can almost make an argument. Some people even argue like, hey, if he left Kyrie out and Spence was just that hot and Kyrie was that cold, like
Mhm.
I personally wouldn't leave Kyrie out. Some people gonna be like,
nah,
well, shit, at least he was 10 for 12. Like,
nah, nah,
that's
Yeah.
nah.
I look. I agree with y'all on
Hey,
that
Spence,
point.
you can come sit. You can come sit in
I,
my crib, bro.
Yeah. All the way at the end of the bench. Go
No,
you don't
on.
put somebody like that at the end of the
there's
bench though
no
with that moment.
situation in life that Kyrie should be on the bench and Spence should be in. And no
100%.
situation.
I
And
don't
there's
care.
not a single situation.
I agree with that because the numbers supported Kyrie's the best in the fourth quarter. So
Yeah,
that's
there's no situation. Defensive purpose, Spence ain't the answer either.
I'm just saying there's no reason for it because Kyrie's literally the best in history in the fourth quarter. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
but
Like there's no situation. And kid, I don't know what he must have drunk. He must be drinking again. I don't
Turn
know.
up.
But there's no reason for Spence in that
oh
situation.
my
That I
god,
was so
bro.
hot, bro, because I was like, why the fuck is Kyrie? And because I was like, maybe he got him in for defensive purposes. I had to like rethink my thought process because I was like, why Kyrie not in? Well,
Let me
Spence is in.
analyze this a little
Maybe
bit.
it's for defensive purposes. I'm like, no, why the fuck is Spence in for defensive purposes? Why is
Man.
Spence in? What the
I
fuck is
look,
happening?
that's all I can tell you. All I can tell you is I guess Spence was doing something defensively that game. 'Cause I didn't get to watch that game.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Um,
don't know.
but
he up
the
his
only
load.
look, Troy, like I told you, only excuse I can come up with is height. Spencer
Bro,
6'6" and Kyrie 6'2". That's
that's
about
fine
it.
and put Clay in. Like, bro, like, why the fuck is
I don't
Spence
know.
in, bro? Like, and
I don't
like,
know. Seeing how Clay sat out, if he's really was hurt from that foot injury, then that
probably
might be why.
it probably because that foot injury is like a vicious
Yeah.
foot injury. I forgot
So
how to say it. It's like placenta, placenta, whatever. I'm not going to fucking do this on
I
stream.
feel you. I
Yeah.
feel
Like
you.
Yeah.
it's like planted something, but that foot
Plantar
injury is fucking
fasciitis.
yeah. That
Yeah,
that
that's the one.
foot injury is a fucking bitch to deal with. So
Yeah.
Got you.
it
Hey,
could be why I've been struggling too.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. And hey, everybody, that is our explosive mad Mav segment for today because
It's gonna
we are
always
some
be over
passionate
kid.
we are passionate Maverick fans out here.
Let's go.
Hey, look, Dallas till we die. Like
Triple
that's what we
D.
do. NBA wise, that's what we do. NFL wise, I'm not even gonna talk about NFL.
You already know,
So
bro.
we're going.
You already know.
Troy bleeds blue. Don't be fooled, man. He bleeds blue,
Shit, I
man.
cut myself right now. It's gonna be red as shit right
No,
Well, we
sir.
don't want that, Troy. So
now.
we ain't gonna have you prove that.
What?
So, um,
Well, my
so the
name.
next the next topic in the NBA is going to be our early MVP voting. So our
Yo.
choices, I should say, top three choices for MVP.
For you can go ahead. You.
Um, right now for rookie, I'm like even though I'm not a Lakers fan, I like Connect.
Hmm.
Um, MVP, I don't know. Like
Just
there's still a lot of
just give us your top three.
top three. Okay, so well to me, I like Shea. I'm always put Steph up there because he is the most valuable player in when he's on the court. Period. Like I can't take that away from that man. He's proven it over and over again. I feel like the way the media is right now, um, they might give it to LeBron, but I don't think he should get it. I don't think he should get it. I think it's got to be or Steph or Shea right now are my two. Um,
Ooh,
Steph or Shea, yeah, because my third is it's just a bunch of people down there, and I think Steph or Shea for me personally are the two that's at the top right now.
hey, ew, man.
What's
What
up?
year is this? This 2019, man.
Well, my top three. Yeah, I feel like you're disrespecting Joker. Joker would be number
Man,
one.
too, bro. I didn't want to
Okay.
say nothing. I
So
didn't want to say nothing. But you
Joker's
it's
been
disrespected
killing,
two
bro.
people. You
nothing
He got a triple
disrespected
double
Joker
right now.
and Giannis,
nothing
boy.
over nothing against them,
Uh-huh.
nothing against them.
Yeah.
But if you go look at where the Nuggets sit right now,
Yeah.
they're not winning games.
That's
And they
that's
they not they not winning. And that's all I can that's all I can say is they not
I feel
winning.
you. I
Giannis
feel
on the
you.
other hand, they not winning.
yeah.
So and I understand that it's a team game and this, that, and the third, but I'm gonna need my MVP to be winning games. And right
Yeah.
now,
I like that take.
Shea and Steph are winning games.
That's
And
Yeah.
that's a
it's
good take.
because of Steph that they're winning games. It's
Yeah.
not just because, oh, they playing weak opponents or oh, Steph is deferring to somebody on the team. Steph is winning because of Steph.
Yeah.
They're number 2 in the West right now at 12-5. And
Yeah.
Shea and them are 13-4, number 1 in the
Yeah.
West. So to me, in my head, that's the MVP, the most valuable player. Which to
Right.
me, I have Steph at number 1, and Shea is at number 2 for me.
And that's a fair point.
I
I
like that.
do. I agree with you. They should win, but since it's like still early in the season because we only won like
Yep.
18 games in.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm just gonna look at who's playing the best basketball for my MVP. And to
Gotcha.
me, the two people that's playing the best basketball is Joker is number one, then Giannis. Giannis has been on a fucking tear, bro. And
Yeah.
I do agree if for him to like really get a real consideration to an MVP, he needs to at least get up in like in that playoff pit. Well, I guess technically he is in that playoff
Yeah,
pit.
he's
He needs
in the
some
playoff
shit.
right now, but
He needs some shit.
he
But
needs to be up there.
yeah,
Yeah.
he needs to win some more games.
Hmm.
And then my third would be Shea for
Yeah.
sure. But it would be so right now. It'd be to me the people that play the best basketball is Joker, Giannis, and Shea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree that
I
they're playing great. Like Joker is definitely on it right now because he's
Yeah,
always gonna
yeah.
he's just trying to win and get back to riding his horses. So he he
I think he actually takes the game seriously though, man.
yeah, I
I'm
know he does. I love that about him that
Mhm.
his main focus during the season is basketball, and then when it's
Yeah.
off season, hey, I'm
He's
just trying
none
to
of
go raise my horses. Hey,
that.
leave me alone.
That man,
I'll bring my
yeah.
teammates out. Y'all can come to my horse ranch. Like that boy there, but he cold though. Like I do agree that he's playing great basketball right now. It's just not translating into wins, and I
Yeah,
need them to figure out. And I think it's a Jamal Murray issue that needs to because uh Porter Jr. and Gordon, they are still. I think one of them is hurt right now.
Gordon, yeah.
Gordon is hurt right now.
Westbrook is balling.
Yeah, so I feel like until Murray picks it up, I feel like that's the reason why they're not winning their games right now. But Joker is definitely hooping right now.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Giannis on the other hand, I'm gonna need Dame to do his job. Like we brought you here, we got rid of Drew, and Giannis was like, y'all got rid of Drew without me knowing, and he
Yeah.
He
kind of
lying.
pissed about that. And
Y'all is
Drew
lying.
over there winning championships.
Yeah.
And Dame, you supposed to be here helping us out, and you ain't doing it. So I don't
Man, I
know.
got the Justice League in Boston
I
right now.
For
I
real.
wanted to say well first I want to say the top three.
Yeah,
Um
let's get yours first.
but it's pretty much the only difference is I probably have Giannis as number one,
Hmm.
and
Okay.
then I had Joker number two, and then Shea because Shea is playing undermanned and still number one seed in the West, which is very tough. If he keeps that up,
He
he
just
probably moves
missing.
number one
He
on my
just missing
list. To be
shit.
honest with you, huh?
How long is
He
Chet
just
out?
missing shit.
How long did they say he was gonna be out?
I
a
don't know.
while, I
I don't
think,
know.
like a month or so, two
I'm gonna check.
months. So but they did get Hartenstein back, so that was they needed that. And he came back at the right time, so they do have a big now. But still, if Shea keeps it up, number one in the West with the numbers he usually produce, he's probably gonna average 30 again or something close to it. He should win it. Um,
That's my preseason.
I um, I think what threw me off on your initial take, Ihu, was when you put LeBron in there. That's what threw me off a little bit.
I was just
Uh,
I was just saying what I've been seeing in the media, they want a lot of people want LeBron. They're just all on his jock like about, oh, he's still playing at a high level at this age, blah blah blah.
he
And I'm
is
like, yeah, he is, but I mean, there's people that are out there producing more than him and doing better than him, and that's
right,
all I'm saying.
right.
Like
No, you're right.
he's still playing good at an old age, but there's
He
people that are doing better than him. I'm
He's
sorry,
playing legendary for a 39-year-old, 40-year-old. Cause he turns 40 next month. He's
bro.
playing legendary, but I do agree with your point.
I respect the
There's
game. I
three,
respect him still playing. Yeah,
yeah, but there's three
Yeah.
other, there's three, four, five other folks playing
five,
way
six
better
other
than him.
people that
I
are
feel
playing
you.
better
I
than
think
I
there
him.
feel
might be
you.
7 people playing better than LeBron right now.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like
I
I don't
feel you.
think that he needs to be in the conversation like they
That's,
are putting him in the
I think
conversation in the
AD. I
media.
think AD's
Right.
playing better than LeBron. That was
That's what I was
Yeah,
about to say.
yeah.
I was about to say
AD
that.
is balling right now, and
I was
they're
about to say
winning
that.
more games than Joker is right now. And I think AD is just balling right now, and it's because, to me, in my opinion, it's because LeBron finally understood, like, I need to get that man the ball if I'm trying to win some games.
no,
I think he
I
Because
think
always
it's more
tried.
so.
I think he always tried.
I think it's more so AD realizing that I need to actually start being aggressive
Right.
because LeBron has been like trying to be like AD, please do something,
He-
I
please
mean,
do something. AD been like, I don't know, not today, not
I
tonight.
mean,
because LeBron was supposed to drop off 3 years ago, man.
Yeah, bro.
but at the same time, like, AD has he's shown glimpses of New Orleans AD on the Lakers, and then they kind of didn't give him the ball, and
He, he was
then not to
He
big
don't
mention
though.
want it.
he gets hurt, and it's like,
Mhm.
that's why that's what I said. I got to see the rest of the season with AD before I can, like, truly, because I just feel
He's
like
not.
they
He's
riding
not.
him kind of hard now,
Yeah.
and I don't know if his body can handle it. But supposedly he been doing the same regimen that LeBron been taking. So
It's just yeah, but to your point, he has to be getting the ball because he just fades in the background. He just decides like, man, my feelings hurt today. I don't feel like playing. So
He's
maybe next game, LeBron, you got me right, bro. No,
oh god,
feelings,
Hey,
bro.
hey, AR 15, Austin. Hey, man, go get 30 right
come
quick,
get me.
man.
Go get me, yeah, man.
Hey, hey, hey. When Rui be outplaying him, and Rui is a good player. Don't
I
get me
like
wrong,
Rui, low
but
key, like
I
he's
like
a
but
good
that
player.
team.
Yeah,
I like
There's
their
no reason for
team.
that Lakers team not to be in the playoff picture,
yeah.
Yeah. But you can't sit here and just try to put everything on LeBron year in and year out,
bro.
because I get LeBron is like this one of one player. Like we're never going to really,
He the goat.
we're more than
They say
likely not going to
they
see
say
something
he the
like
goat.
this.
He the
You know
I
what I'm
don't
goat.
think he
saying?
the
Where
goat.
you know what I'm saying? Like 40-year-old that's going to average 24, 25 is 23 to 25 is kind of insane. Um, and you're just not gonna see that. But that don't mean you got to put all the pressure on LeBron just because. Like you're Anthony Davis, and that's the issue. And I've been through this before when it comes to Anthony Davis. Him and Carl Anthony Towns are the exact same person to me.
Mentally, yeah.
They are the
Mentally,
same person. They're
I
meant to be. They have
I'll
number
take
one talent. Yeah, they have number one talent. They don't have number one mentality.
I think AD better than
yeah, I'll take AD
LeBron.
over Cat
I
every
think
day,
AD
every
better
day.
than Cat.
I'll take
But
AD
but
over.
but they're both number one talents. Like
Yeah.
their skill, their talent and skill is
Yeah,
number one.
yeah.
Like they supposed to be a number one, but they don't play like number ones. That's why Cats got take pushed out of town, for and got traded. That's why AD got traded out of New Orleans. He don't have the mentality to. I mean,
Mhm.
even when AD when they started winning, that was to me that was Boogie's team.
That was more Boogie.
Low key. And Boogie got that mentality though. Like, he
Boogie
gonna
did.
take over, and Boogie gonna give you 30. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how long AD is gonna be able to play like this, because
Hmm.
just going off the past, like, his body can't handle it. So I can't really, until he's like later in the season, if he's been playing like he's playing now all season, then I'll put him higher up on the MVP list. Right now, like, I just like I said, I gotta see more of it.
For sure.
I think like you're saying, man, 80 is 80, and he's in his 30s now. It's not like he's 27 anymore, like back
Yeah.
in the day. Like we used to be like, oh well, he's only 26, even though it felt like he'd been in the league forever.
Yeah.
So it's like he is what he is. I don't see him winning the MVP personally. Um, his reputation precedes him at this point. So they're going to try to give it to somebody like Shea, who's young, who's doing what he's supposed to do. They're going to give it to somebody like if Luka was to stay his ass in shape, it would be him. But
Or Jason Tatum could be in there because let's be for real, the Celtics probably gonna have the best record in the NBA. So
but
Low
they don't
key,
always like we've been through this though. They don't always give it to the best
he
record.
got he got a ring
Jokic,
now, bro.
but
huh?
I'm saying
He
like
got a
he's
ring
not.
now. He's in different standards now.
That's Jalen Brown team now though.
It's
That's
both their
not Jason
team.
Tatum
It's both their
team.
team.
Nah,
It's both their
it's
team,
both
man.
It's Jalen.
it's both their team, but
After
Jason
last
Tatum's the
year.
medium darling. So Jason Tatum's people
After
like gonna get it before JB gets it.
after
Because
last
Tatum.
year, that's Jalen Brown team. Like
Not to the media,
Jalen
man.
Brown's the leader.
to
Just like
me,
okay, for instance, like it's leadership wise, the Mavs is actually Kyrie's team leadership wise.
Yeah.
They
yeah,
follow
okay,
Kyrie. They even got his mental makeup now. They stay calm. They stay poised for the most part. But that is Luca's team. He
That's
is
how the
the
Celtics
best
is.
player on the
Yeah.
team.
That's how the
yeah,
And
Celtics is. Celtics got JB's makeup. Because JB don't
yeah,
play no
that's what I'm
game.
saying.
He just
That's what I'm
all
saying.
fucking
Like they got
business.
JB
exactly.
exactly.
And
They got
Jason
JB's
Tatum just out
makeup.
there like, I'm
Hmm
out here. I'm about to get MVP. Watch me.
hmm
Exactly. Like what, bro? What are you doing? Like in a couple of games, like Tatum kind of shrunk back, and he's done this over the years. Like he's kind of shrunk when the big lights came up, and Jalen just out there still balling. And I'm like,
That's because JT only flaw, he settles too much.
yes,
JT, like, I understand he's a good shooter and he do have like some nice little step back, but realistically, if
yeah,
JT go to the hole like a grown ass man, nobody can stop that man from getting to the rack.
yeah,
Not at all.
JT should be an easily 30 points per game, efficient 30 points per game scorer. But because he likes to like settle and shoot step back threes and shoot the hard shots, and he can
yeah,
get away with it now because of how good his team is, because they get so many turnovers and get so many rebounds. But when they like once Drew Holiday fades out
hmm
and they don't have they start having some defensive liabilities on their team, he's gonna have to have a new makeup. He can't just keep shooting these terrible shots, bro.
yeah,
Yeah. You gotta go to the paint. You gotta be efficient. Like Gilbert Arenas out of all people made this great point, bro. And he was mad because of Anthony Edwards' play style lately, because Anthony
Bro,
Edwards shoots about 10 threes a game.
yeah, he shoots
Um,
yeah,
more than Steph.
and he's saying like that's not what you your trajectory now is going to be different because what made you special was you were putting pressure on the paint and you were going to the paint putting pressure on the defense. You're either A, you're getting efficient 2 points, or B, you're more likely drawing fouls and getting to the line. So the less free throws you shoot, the less efficient you're going to be at scoring. And
Yep.
so if you're shooting a lot of threes, you're taking a lot of pressure off the defense because you're settling. And so it's like, okay, that's what we want you to do. You shoot that all day. If you're hot, you're hot. Bucket. We're not letting you get into this paint.
Yep.
But it's like too, it's like don't why are you changing your game so much to that point? Like, you know how I talk about Luka changing his game? I don't want him to be that dramatic. You know what I mean?
exactly.
That's
No,
when we had that conversation. That's how I be picturing. He be like, I
yeah.
want that man to do all this. Like, bro,
No.
relax. Like, let him be him.
I want balance. I guess the thing is, I think Luca can balance his game a little bit more than he does. That's all I'm saying. Like,
hmm
and you know how you said LaMelo's not a point guard? That's how I feel about Luca sometimes. Like, Luca don't always control the pace well enough. You know, he
Nah,
plays at his
Yeah.
own pace. The LaMelo's always fast. Luca's always slow. There's no in
Yeah.
yeah,
between.
I think only thing I do kind of disagree with is because when the pace Luca play at, the whole team plays at. While the pace Lamelo plays at, only Lamelo plays at it. If that makes sense. Like if you watch the Hornets, it's usually just Lamelo playing at that pace, and then occasionally somebody come along. But when the Mavericks play and Luca has the ball, we all play at that slow ass pace. So it's still like he still control the tempo of the team, while Lamelo's not really controlling the tempo of the team. He just controlling the tempo of himself.
You
yeah.
think that's
I
a
agree.
personnel thing, or you think that's really a LaMelo thing? That could be a personnel thing.
It could be a coaching thing, realistically. It could be personnel or a coaching thing, honestly. But right now, the way the Hornets play, only LaMelo is playing like super fast pace all the time, and like Brandon Miller will come out there and run with him at times, but it's usually like it's just LaMelo. It's just a LaMelo show.
So if you took LaMelo and you swap Tyrese and LaMelo right now, what would happen?
Tyrese,
Tyrese Halliburton.
Tyrese Halliburton. Oh, I think the Hornets team would be a good team. Even though Tyrese was struggling, my only issue would be is that I don't know who that scorer would be because Tyrese Halliburton
It'd be
he
Brandon Miller.
suffered. He got the Jason Tatum. His Jason Tatum syndrome worse than Jason Tatum's because he don't go to the rack at all. So
Yeah,
so
he's just trying to shoot.
But
That's
Tatum is
all.
stronger. Yeah, but Tatum is stronger than Hallie. There's no reason for Tatum not to do it. Like
Yeah.
Hallie's
that's no
not the strongest NBA standard wise. He's just usually.
Well,
real reason. That's no reason for any like elite NBA player not to do it. Luka's not that slow, but Luka is so crafty around the rim.
yeah,
Him not attacking the basket, like you said, bails the defense out.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
like back to your Ant-Man take was like he do shit take too many threes. And I watched the interview where he was saying like when motherfuckers go under the screen, he was like, I'm gonna let that shit go. Like that's cool. They want you to do that, bro. Because if we go under the screen, you shoot the goddamn three and you make it, that's fine. But what you're not gonna do, you're not gonna get our team tired because you're not attacking the rim. So there's no rotations that we have to do. We're just
yeah,
gonna sit there and let you shoot the motherfucking three. And then it's like, and now we can serve all this energy and make you work on the defensive end yourself
yeah,
because we're gonna run a set. We're gonna make you work because fatigue is a real thing in basketball.
yep,
And
Right.
if you're not tiring out your opponent, you're giving your opponent the advantage.
yep,
Because if you're tired and they not tired, they're gonna have the advantage.
yep.
Right.
Bailing them out.
You want to know the other issue I have with that? Ant Man chose the wrong season to do that. Why would you wait until you get Julius Scandal to want to jack a whole bunch of threes and not be efficient? That doesn't even make sense to me, man.
He
Like,
actually is efficient though. He shot like 40% last time I checked.
yeah, he do shoot efficiently 40%, but he also can shoot his team out even
Yeah,
if
he
he is
can.
shooting 40%. Like he might shoot that 40%. Most of it might come from the first half. You know what I mean?
He
Or it
can.
might come for the third quarter and he's going to. But that last shot when they need that three, I haven't seen AE be making too many of those. So,
Yeah.
um, and then like I said, you're not putting pressure on the defense. You're not getting nobody in foul trouble, and you got that black hole called
Yeah,
Julius Randle on your team, and he's already causing friction with your defensive center. Like, come on, man. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And
yeah.
another thing about now that I'm on the topic of mini, my bad, fellas, but now that I'm on the topic of Minnesota, why isn't Rob Dillingham getting any minutes?
At this point, it really don't make no like what they let me see. Ain't there like 2 games above 500 or something?
Yeah, they're not good enough to justify not playing your
No,
lottery pick.
they're really
They're eight
not.
and eight.
Let me see.
They're 8-8 right now.
They're eight
Oh
eight. They
Yeah.
at
man, come on,
500. Yeah,
man. Yeah,
there's
you
no
gotta play
reason.
your
There's no
lottery
reason for
pick.
Dillingham not to be playing right now. Like
I
Yeah,
don't know what's going on. I mean, I don't know why. Like, what would the reason for them not to play him? Like,
I don't want to hear that he's
uh,
small because you knew that when you drafted him.
exactly.
yeah,
So
I don't know. There's no excuse. And like Ant-Man's balling, but I realistically I don't like that trade. But right now the Knicks like they won that trade. I still don't think I don't know. I just not a big cat guy either. I
I
think
understand.
Yeah,
I think he too soft most of the time, and he played harder a couple of times. But when he comes against other good like elite bigs, and they can bully him out of his own game.
yeah,
That's just how it is. And you're a grown ass man. You can't be getting bullied out your own game, bro.
exactly.
Yeah,
At this point, you're a pro. Like you're a vet at this point. So you let other grown men bully out your game, bro. It's just not that's not a good look.
And I feel
and
like they didn't use him right. Like, I feel like they should have been playing into his 3-point shooting. For Cat, I mean, and because if he's not gonna like be a bully in the paint, like he should be. Like, I think if you need to be like Zebo or Boogie Cousins if you're gonna be in the paint.
yeah,
Like, nothing less than that.
right.
But if you not gonna be like that, then be a stretch big and contribute in a different way. And I feel like teams just weren't using him right, and they were expecting more out of him than what he was given, which is you can't expect more out of the players than what they can do.
Man,
Yeah.
it is tough because he is actually good in the paint though. Like
Yes,
he's good in the paint and he's good on the outside. Like I said, he's just another Anthony Davis. Like for real, for real.
just a
Like
mentality thing, man.
Yeah.
You
but
just feel
Anthony
like,
Davis still plays his role a little bit better. Anthony Davis not gonna always settle for threes. He's
but
playing
it's
in the
just
paint
like,
a lot more, and so but I wanted to say this about that trade in particular. Like I don't like either. I didn't like either piece going to either team.
yeah,
I I don't like I don't like Julius Randle's game already, and so you
yeah,
already have Ant Man, who's technically a ball stopper. He
Hmm.
stops the flow, and you bring another black hole into the offense and that doesn't like to play defense at all. Like that just
Yeah.
doesn't even make sense to me. So I'm like, bro, all they had to do was trade. If you're gonna trade Cat, trade him for something else and just start Nas Reed. Nas Reed
yeah,
proving himself at that point. There's no
Yeah.
reason why he shouldn't have been able to just prop him up to start and put him at the four. Let him start. He's proven
yeah.
himself.
That
So
would that would have been a nice. That I think that would have made them better. I still think they should start Nas Reed and bring Julius Randle off the bench, but that's
right.
they ain't gonna do that. So
Yeah.
it's just like don't get me like Julius Randle. No, I'm not going to lie to myself. Julius Randle just
You're trying to.
I
He
You
was
almost
trying. He was
did.
trying to make it
because
sound
bro,
good.
because bro, like he would go and like score a good amount of points, but the way he played basketball, bro, it's just not efficient. Like
Yeah.
No.
he plays bully ball, and he's like 6'7", like
Yeah.
and like he just like he plays so. You would think at this point of his career, he would know how to like play like a change of tempo game, and he will know when to bully and when not to bully, and who to bully and when who not to bully. And
Yeah.
he just doesn't, bro. He just goes. I would never support a dude that shoot double clutch floaters. So
He need to learn like what LeBron do. Like LeBron pick and choose when he want to bully.
yeah,
Like
bro.
LeBron not bullying everybody, and they showed like most of the people that LeBron are holding LeBron have always been lighter or shorter than him, and
Yeah, bro.
he's smart enough to pick that. Like I'm not gonna just go out there and like overexert myself trying to bully this dude that's 6'10", then let me just body this 6'4" dude. And I mean, it's smart. I mean, I want to see. I wanted to see like 2017 LeBron where he was dunking on any and everybody, or you know, 2007 LeBron when he was
Oh
just
man.
unstoppable. But a lot of times you get 2024 LeBron that's just gonna slowly old man mosey you down to the paint and pump fake and then throw it off the glass. Like, I mean,
But
I,
it's like you have to know when to finesse and when to bully, bro. And Julius
yeah,
Randle just
I yeah, he don't pick his spots very well.
yeah,
no,
And he also doesn't play a great team brand of ball. And
no,
he has a number one option syndrome, mental syndrome, where he thinks he's the number one option anywhere he goes, no matter what. But it's
yeah,
like it's been proven. You as the number one option doesn't
it's
get
not gonna
it
work.
doesn't
no,
produce great results, unfortunately.
Nah.
no.
So you need to figure out how to be the second. Honestly, to
The
me,
third,
he's the third option, but you know, um, but I guess on this Wolves team, he'll be the second option, and you just got to figure out how to play like a second option. Like Kyrie could probably be a number one option somewhere right now, even at his age, but
yeah,
he understands his role. His role is to be number two in Dallas, and
yeah,
so and it was crazy is like I'm gonna give Luka his credit. Luka knows he's the number one guy. But he figured out, hey, this is Kyrie's game.
yeah.
This
He
is
trusts
Kyrie's
Kyrie.
game.
Yeah, he trusts Kyrie because of who
You
Kyrie
know,
is. Like Kyrie came in and like changed the dynamic of like getting a lot of the other guys to play defense and getting Luca to
Mhm.
like kind of play defense and understand like we not gonna win if the whole team not on. Like it's
Right,
not
right.
just Luca going out there scoring 50 and hoping we can win.
Yeah, that's
Now
what he needs to do.
Kyrie's taking kind of that load off of him, and I really wish like I'm glad that they made that trade for Julius Randle
I
and
know.
Cat because now we ain't got to worry about them in the
That's
playoffs.
one less
Right.
team.
Yep.
Right.
Now
Right.
we just need to focus on OKC really.
Okay, see, I'm
Yeah.
not worried about Denver unless Jamal Murray somehow gets back to old Jamal Murray. I don't see it
Just
happening.
just OKC, bro.
Yeah.
OKC. Golden
OKC
State
really.
maybe, but I'm not sure if Golden State's gonna keep up this level of play. But we'll
Yeah.
I
see.
mean,
Eh,
I feel like give them time, give Golden State time because uh Buddy and Steph are like I low key the way they're playing right now, I would take Buddy over Clay right now
mhm,
because Clay like really ain't figured out his identity on our team. But
mhm.
Buddy is hey he's been firing that thing like that since he was in Sacramento. So it's like
But yeah,
they
yeah.
balling. Like I feel like they
I,
still can make a deep run.
I also wanted to say, y'all think Jason Kidd will make you pull your hair? Y'all should go see Steve Kerr rotations.
Oh yeah, Steve, we saw it, the whole world saw Steve Kerr's rotations in the Olympics. Like we know that boy there don't know how to rotate nothing. So
He has
Nah,
great
I
he yeah, he
Steve
has
Kerr
great
rotation
sets.
makes sense because he like to play vets. Jason
Yeah,
Kidd
exactly.
rotation don't make zero sense. He don't know who the fuck he wants to play.
He just
right.
He
put
just
people out
he,
there that he that's been
yeah.
out on the team for
I
a long
think Jason
time.
Kidd tries too hard to like rewrite the wheel, bro. Like
Exactly.
just
He
bro.
pulling Carlisle. He pulling that's like a Carlisle trick right there. Like Carlisle like to experiment with lineups in the beginning of the season. I'm not overly upset with Kid doing that early in the season, honestly. But I mean, I can understand why it can piss people off to a degree because there
I,
are winnable games. Though when it costs you winnable games, I do understand that.
Yeah.
But you do got to tinker a little bit and see what lineups work and what doesn't, and seeing what creates that spark consistently. That is a tough job. So especially when you have so much firepower like the Mavericks do.
Yeah.
But Golden State, man, when Steve Kirby, I understand why he sits Steph because Steph does the most running out of any player in the world, probably.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, bro, you see that big ass run they're going on. You
you
probably
talking
should
about
put
the
Steph in
last
the.
game?
Yeah. They were up 20 points. I was like, all right, Steph coming back in now.
Maybe Steph
Nah.
got a nagging injury. Maybe Steph got like a nagging injury because that didn't make sense at all either.
Well, yeah, his ankle, they said his ankle was bothering him a little bit after he hurt
Yeah.
it like, 4 or 5 games back. Um, he rolled it or whatever, or high ankle sprain or something, whatever happened
So
to it.
maybe he didn't want to like risk it. Maybe
Yeah.
they was up so much. He probably was like, we can stop the bleed. We can stop the
Yeah.
bleed. We don't need to put some more stress on Steph than already has.
Yeah.
But
Right.
Save him for later on in the season. I got you.
Right.
yeah,
I mean, but I heard he's doing like the way he was doing Kaminga at first. He's giving Kaminga minutes when he actually healthy, but he's doing Moody wrong. I heard he keeps playing Pods over Moody. I'm not sure if that's the right move or not for them, but
he
you
just
know,
want him coaching. He kind of like Carlisle. He just do good with like a whole bunch of good vets. He
yeah,
don't really like know how to develop talent.
Yeah,
Like
I feel like that's a
we can sit there and be like Carlisle developed Tyrese Halliburton, but Tyrese Halliburton was already going to be good because he was good with Sacramento.
yeah.
exactly.
Sacramento just had issues because they already had Fox, and they had to make a decision between Fox and Tyrese Halliburton, and they was like, all right, we got to keep Fox.
Yeah.
And but Tyrese
Low key.
Halliburton was so fucking good that Indiana traded that all-star center for him. Like
Right.
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
He was averaged like 14 and 8, but they knew how good he was because they traded an all-star center. Why the fuck you trade an all-star center for like some young cat that don't average a 14? Because you know
Yeah.
how good he was. He just
Right.
what is. So you can kind of give Carlisle credit for Tyrese, but I think Tyrese was going to be the player he was, regardless
Yeah.
of who he was, because he's such a good passer. He's such
Yeah.
a dynamic passer. He just needs to go to the rack more. He's just like you said, he don't put pressure on the defense.
There's yeah. Everybody ain't Jalen Brunson. Everybody ain't Luca.
Yeah.
Sometimes even Luca bails teams out, but he don't do it as much at them. But
Nah, but he still, yeah, he does, but he still put pressure on the defense. Yeah,
yeah,
Oh yeah.
he's making you have to bring a double. He's
Yeah.
making you have to motherfucking bring your big to help, and and doing all these switches and making your defense work. It If you're not making a defense work, bro, it's just like I'll go over the screen, I'll go under the screens all the time. Like you don't think Steph if Steph was just doing what like Ant-Man was doing, just grabbing the ball and just shooting the threes off the screens, Steph can do that every fucking play if he wants to.
Yeah.
It's Steph, like let's be for real. Steph Curry can he just need a sliver of space, but he
Yep.
doesn't because he wants to put the pressure on the defense. So
Yep.
he moves the ball around. He's running around screens. He's making the defense work because you got to get people tired.
Hmm.
You got to make them work, bro.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's true.
That's what we need to do with Clay. Even though Clay obviously he don't have the exact cardio and stuff, but he has
Yeah.
enough cardio to move around. That's his game.
For
So
sure.
we need to utilize that going back to the Mavericks. So I want to ask any more basketball topics y'all wanted to talk about? Any hot players, hot teams?
Uh, the Rockets right
Oh
now are
yeah, Rockets
surprising a
be
lot of
good.
people. I
Except
think that
Harris.
they're a hot team right now. I don't, I still don't know how they will do in the playoffs because um, I think they have. Do they still have Jeff Green? I feel like some of their older players are. I think was he hurt? Is he still hurt now? But I don't know. Like having that experience in the locker room is good, but I think that getting there is going to be tough for them, and staying in is going to be tough for them right now because they're so young. But and then Ime is another coach that don't trust his rotations and his like. What are you thinking when you? I don't know. He's another coach that I don't trust. So we'll see. They're playing hot now, so that's all I can say.
Yeah, I think Houston they're slowly finding a way. I really think it's for Sengu and AAU to work out so
Hmm.
far because that's the only way that was going to work out. I know earlier on our earlier podcast I said maybe they should try to trade Sengu if they can't figure it out. But right now, I like they figured it out,
Yeah,
and because AAU, ah, that man he's a hooper now.
yeah,
We call him AAU, but like his shot choices, he takes way smarter in the rhythm of the game shots now. Before then, he was just like jacking. Right now, the person like AAU is Lamelo. Lamelo like
yeah,
AAU right now,
yeah,
but
exactly. He hooping
but
though.
That's true.
but yeah, that young man he's a hooper now. So and
Yeah,
he's making it work. I'm not sure he likes Sangoon or what, but they trying to gel with each other and they winning games because of it.
yep,
Well, that's a great pick, Ihu. As far as the hot team goes, the great point you made as well, Troy. Um, one more thing I'm gonna talk about is Orlando, Franz Wagner, and Orlando,
Yeah,
and
man.
how well he's been playing lately. I don't know how he's been playing lately in this if he whatever game he's playing now, but um, he's been kind of carrying the load for Orlando with Paulo's absence and emerging a little bit, kind of almost like a Hito Turkoglu for them. And
hmm,
like I said before, I like the Orlando squad, especially when with a
Yeah,
healthy Paulo. I feel
yeah.
like Paulo's
That's good.
very undervalued, underrated. Um,
hmm,
and the more experience he get, the more dangerous they're going to end up getting. All they just got to make the playoffs and eventually they'll make some deep runs. So I really like that Orlando squad. So,
I do. Paulo reminds me of
yeah,
Carmelo so much for some reason. I
mhm.
don't know why. He just like the way he plays just reminds me of Carmelo.
Just dog kind of.
Yeah, man. I do. I think that Orlando squad, yeah, they gonna surprise people. Cause Franz, it was Paulo was already like a future All Star, but now Franz like he might be a future All Star as well.
yeah,
Hmm.
So and having two All Stars on a team is a good recipe for having a good team. So that's a good start.
Especially
yeah,
when you have two tall ass all stars like that, both of them 6'10".
Yeah,
yeah. That's assets. Also,
yeah.
I haven't really been hearing much about John Morant. I mean, they're winning. They're still what number are they in the
They up there.
He's
number
he's doing
five?
well.
They're
They're number
number
five.
five in the West right now, and I mean, at one point in time, he was like one of like where Ant is right now was John Morant, and they're sneakily getting there in number five, and
Mhm.
um the other team
But
that
before you get to the other team, I think it's a good thing that we don't hear nothing from Ja considering his history. So
you right,
he's doing something right. He's
Right,
staying out the news. He's just
yeah,
keeping his head down and hooping and keeping his personal life personal,
yeah,
right,
private.
right.
I
And
agree.
I want to add to the Ja point. I'm still picking Ja over Ant Man personally. So, but my bad.
Ooh,
You go ahead, man.
I'm
No,
not. I don't know if I agree with that take, but I don't know.
I
It's close though. It is
oh
close.
no,
It's not.
it is pretty close.
It's not that far off, but it's just I'll take height over, short
They're
and
only
quick.
2 inches apart.
I'm gonna
I
pick
thought Eminem was
I'm
6. I keep thinking they said he was 6'6" at one point, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick Ja over Ant because Ja has proven himself in the playoffs more. Just because
Uh,
I feel like he's been more.
ooh,
Ant still has some stuff. He still has something to prove.
I hear you.
I'm looking
So
at
for
Ja's
me,
stats now, though. Ja's looking like a true point guard. Like he just took a step back from scoring because look, right now, looking at their team stats, Jaren Jacket's leading the team in scoring. Ja's averaging 9.3 assists
hmm
and 20 points. So he
dang,
might be
that's
just taking a role that's like a floor general
facilitate.
more so than just, you know, I'm the guy.
Yeah, that's really what I was talking about. Like we
I
haven't
mean,
seen
Hmm.
good.
highlights of him dropping
Yeah.
45 and dunking on like 8 people a game, but I can see based off the stats, he just kind of I'm gonna get my guys involved, which is really what you're gonna have to do to make a deep run in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't really
Um,
watched Memphis. I don't
yeah,
since it's still early in the basketball season. I usually wait till like kind of close to the second half to like deep dive into all these games. But
yeah.
as long as football season in, and I'm gonna watch more football than basketball right now, only because football game. Once I watch a football game, I don't feel like watching another sport. Bro, them
I
games be
got you.
fucking long ass time, bro.
I got
You
you.
know, but
Um,
but
But
yeah,
all right. So let's we're gonna end the NBA segment on that note. Pretty much the videos are the not video, but the podcast
oh,
for today.
one more team before it. Cleveland still 17-1. They only lost one
Yes,
game.
yeah,
yeah, I was about to say that about
Shout out to
Boston.
Cleveland.
Boston was the one to take them down,
Yeah.
but that game was close. That game was
Yeah.
it was a good
But
game.
shout out to Cleveland because they look
Yeah,
like real
yeah,
deals.
yeah,
yeah.
for real.
And sooner or later we're gonna start to Donovan Mitchell needs some MVP conversations.
Low key.
Yes,
And oh, I don't know if y'all saw Van Vliet got ejected and fined for trying to punch the ref or something.
yeah. He called him
Like,
a
I think
I think he called him a bitch.
yeah, he put his finger and well,
dang, I
you know.
guess so. I was
What would you
like,
say there? It's my bad.
Oh no, I was going to say, well, wanted to make sure if every NBA take is out the way before I move forward, though.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I think
hopefully
we're
that's what.
good now.
I just didn't feel right not mentioning Cleveland when they're
No, no,
17-1.
I agree
So
with that. They deserve their flowers. They balling,
yeah,
man, and
Yeah,
yeah,
it took a bad Darius Garland game for Celtics to win. So obviously, if
for
they're
sure.
clicking, they're
And
hard
yeah,
team to
they're
beat.
that's another duo I didn't think that was going to gel, and they're gelling pretty well now
yeah.
so far. So
I, but yeah, man. So as far as the NBA, we're gonna leave that for now. We're gonna come back next podcast and talk more, see what happens, develop the developments. In a week from now, about a week from now. My last thing I want to talk about is this is the bonus segment right here, man.
Oh snap!
It's the
Let's
bonus
get it.
segment. So me, Troy, Ihu, we are anime fans as well. We're not gonna talk about the anime as much as we talk about sports on here, but wanted to put the question out there: Goku,
Uh-oh.
Naruto, or Luffy? That's the question.
and what
Who's the
category?
goat?
Who's the
Oh,
goat?
Goku, Goku.
Goku, hands down,
I
hands
think
down.
I think I can speak for all of us. But Dragon Ball Z was like the gateway anime
Yep,
for
Yeah.
us. So
for a lot of people, for
for a lot of
most
people,
people. Yeah,
yeah, and especially in America. So
yep.
it's going to be Goku as the goat.
Yeah, it
I-
it definitely goes deeper than that, but
Yeah.
I just want you to know that Goku is the go. He's the grandfather of all of the new anime and all the new people that are anime fans. Like I like to welcome y'all, but once some people they have some crazy takes talking about how Dragon Ball Z is trash. If I hear somebody say Dragon Ball Z is trash one more time, that is under the age of 25, bro,
Well,
you haven't been alive long enough to know what true anime is. Like these familiarities, this recency bias is getting them. But
Yeah, because Dragon Ball is definitely the godfather of shonen anime.
hmm
They're very important to the development of shonen anime. So Without them, you don't get the Naruto's, the Luffy's, the Midoriya's, the
Hmm.
Deku. I mean, not the Deku. The what's my boy name? Astas, and so
Asta,
on and so
yeah.
forth. So, like, people need to put that respect on Kakarot's name, man. Like, that's just what it is.
Yep.
I will say, story-wise, Naruto is the better of the three.
Story, yeah. I guess out of those three that we just named, because one thing that a lot of people do, they leave Bleach off the list.
Because it's
Bleach,
trash.
Bro, the way
what?
it ended, it can't be in the talk no more. The way
What
it,
you
the
mean?
They
way
are
it
still
ended was
going though.
trash,
It's
bro.
technically still going.
It is still
Uh,
going right now. I mean, the manga's
uh,
been written, but
so yeah,
right now it's
so you
on
haven't
right
seen it.
now.
So you haven't seen the ending. The ending is trash. That
All I
shit
know is
eliminated.
all I know is they added some fights and stuff in the anime that is not in the manga. And
Yeah,
so it's going on right now, Troy. I advise you to go watch it because it's kind of
look,
fire.
I'll watch it once I see the ending. If the ending is the same as the manga, that shit's gonna be eliminated.
all
It's like top 5. Once the ending happened, that shit drops out the top 10. The ending was so bad, bro.
I
can't
have to.
can't for me. Can't for me because Bleach will always and forever be better than like it's up for me. I like Bleach better than One Piece and Naruto.
I like Bleach
Wow.
better than One Piece, but the ending, once I read the ending, bro, I was like, yeah, I can't, bro. This shit was so bad, bro.
All
It
I
was
know
bad.
is
Look. I can't agree with the One Piece take, and y'all know that. Y'all know that, man. I
all I
can't
know
agree with
is
it, man, because
if it takes 500 episodes for something to be good, it's not good. It's
but
not.
that's kind of that the pacing anime wise sucks. I do agree with that, right? But come on, man. Naruto is like 800 episodes, man,
But Naruto was good all the way through though.
and Bleach has a million freaking fillers.
Bleach
Okay,
got a lot of fillers.
Bleach fights blow One Piece
No,
fights out the water. One
I do
Piece
agree with
fights,
that. Bleach
One
had good
Piece
fights.
One Piece fights are trash, bro. Look at every fight that Nami and Usopp are in. Throw it in the
They're
garbage, bro.
trash. Of course, nobody likes that.
Okay, so let's look at Bleach.
Can we talk about some real? Can we talk about the real
All,
fight?
all the fights. No, no, okay.
Nobody paying attention to no
All
damn
right, all right.
story.
So,
And you
so let me tell you. Let's point this out. All right, so Nami and Usopp are side
I'm saying
characters, right?
that name. And you.
Okay, listen.
My bad. My bad. My
It's
bad.
part of the anime, right?
My bad. My
Okay.
bad. My bad.
Look, Usopp and Nami are
Uh,
side characters. Bleach side characters are still cold. All of
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Like the
That's a
worst one,
Bakugo.
bro. I'm trying to
Yeah.
tell you.
Okay,
What's
Uryu's code. Uryu's code.
the what's the brother? What's up, brother
With the
name?
glasses, Uryu.
Who do
No,
you? No, which one?
with the rose petals. What's his name?
Oh, Byakuya.
Bayakia. That man
Byakuya,
cold,
bro.
bro.
I'm trying to tell you, Simbo Sakura on your ass every day, all day,
Is
bro.
that the one that be simping over
No,
Rukia?
Byakuya don't simp over
He don't
nobody.
flip no goddamn body. That
Nah,
man is
Byakuya don't
evil.
give up. Byakuya will drop his bankai on you regardless of who you are.
Oh, that's the brother.
That's the brother.
Yeah,
Yo.
that's
Okay,
Rukia's
yeah,
brother.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
you talking about
Yeah, my
Renji.
bad. My
Nobody.
You talking
bad.
about
Renji,
Renji?
Renji
Oh,
whack.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I was like, I
actually,
know
no,
you
no.
ain't talking about
Renji,
who I think you talking about.
Renji just got a power up.
Uh-huh.
He just got a power up in the new anime right now. He's
Look,
still
Who
look,
else?
lost, but
look.
he got a
I'm about to
power up.
say he came in like he was the
Who,
coldest dude on earth
who
and
else is
got
coldest
folded.
motherfucking old boy that didn't have a man? I forgot his name. He
Oh,
does have
Kenpachi,
one name.
bro,
Kenpachi. He
Kenpachi is
got
the
That's
one
the
realest
now,
realest dude
but
on
homie.
the show. Now that's the real. Now you gonna talk about somebody from Bleach? Talk about Kenpachi. I don't want to hear about
Kenpachi's
nobody
a
else,
G,
man.
bro.
Maybe
All I gotta
Aizen.
say is, all I gotta
Maybe
say is,
Aizen.
look, everybody on One Piece
Mhm.
ain't they not as cold as the people on Bleach.
But there's more. But Luffy got more of a
I don't
crew.
know.
Wait. Luffy's crew is bigger than
All 13 of the head captains from the Go
Wait,
Time 13, all the head captains.
be
Well, no,
real
I mean
though.
yes, the head
I
captains
don't
are
know.
cold.
Shanks got some aura. Shanks, and you want to talk? Shanks is the definition of aura. That
Yes,
motherfucker
Shanks,
got aura, bro.
yes.
Shanks lost the arm. He cold, but
You haven't seen the real Shanks.
all I'm saying is, Shanks cold,
I don't know.
Ace cold,
Zoro's
Zoro
cold.
cold. Okay,
Sanji is
that's
cold.
Sanji cool.
No, he's cold.
That's 4 people.
Sanji's cool.
Hey,
Sanji ain't
hey,
cold.
hey,
Sanji's cool.
Sanji and Zoro. Sanji and Zoro are my two
hey,
favorite
is
characters.
Nico Robin? Is Nico Robin not cold?
Nigga Robin's pretty cold.
I don't think
Come
that
on,
I
man.
don't feel like they utilize her like she could be
He
colder.
doesn't.
She could
They
be
don't.
colder than what she is.
I agree with that. I do agree with
But
that. But
they
what
don't be
about Brooke?
using her like
What
that.
about Brooke? You don't think Brooke cold?
Brooke, I feel like if Brooke was, I don't know about his attitude. Like the way he is
He's
what
goofy.
makes me not like him like that.
Hey,
Exactly, bro. Like, come on, he not. That's
all
why I
I
say
gotta-
all the One Piece characters are not as cold as the Bleach characters,
I don't know. I think Shay's got the most aura in anime.
bro.
Shay got aura, bro. Shay's
He's
got
so
aura,
mysterious,
bro.
bro. He's so freaking. We don't even know how strong this motherfucker is,
Well,
man.
it's 1,000 episodes, and he still can't be fucked with.
That's true.
How often have you seen him use his full power? How often? Like
We haven't.
you
That's
he
the
hasn't needed
thing.
to,
We
bro.
haven't seen
exactly.
it.
How you gonna
And he
give
be-
him?
and
How you gonna
he be
give him all this
one-shotting,
credit and he
but
ain't done nothing?
no, he be
Bro.
one-shotting like strong dudes though. Like, bro, he just look.
He
Look,
one-shotted kids, bro.
look. Hey, look. Spoiler. Look. Spoiler. By the way, but dog, they have a admiral. They had an admiral that just got introduced like in the latest arc, or whatever, Wano arc, or whatever, right? Named
Mhm.
Green Bull, and he's pretty cold. He's not the best
Okay.
admiral, but he's cold, right?
Okay.
Shanks, you know how they use the hockey and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Shanks uses hockey from a whole nother island, bro, to stop him
Shay
from
got aura.
attacking Luffy, bro. But he's not even on the same island as this guy.
Shay's got aura, bro.
Now tell me, how often, like between episodes, does Shanks show how cold he is?
Bro, he's the final boss, bro. He got
It
aura.
takes too
He got to
long
show
for
shit,
anything
bro.
to happen. Like Shanks, you got this cold character. Okay, so I will compare One Piece to Hunter x Hunter. You got these cold people and they don't do nothing with them all the time. It's always this side lame story of we gotta go help Chopper do something over here. We gotta go, Robin needs us to go handle something over here. And I'm like, get the crunk people together and let them fight. That's
Come
what I'm
on,
trying to
man.
see.
Come
But
on,
hey,
man. Water
Shay-
7, that Robin arc, Water 7, you ain't gonna sit here and tell me that wasn't cold. First of all, it introduced Frankie and it introduced Rob Lucci, man. You ain't gonna sit here and tell me at the time Rob Lucci.
Before that, what had Robin done before that arc?
They don't use her. They don't use her right.
Exactly. That's what
They
I'm
don't use her
saying.
right.
You got these cold people and you
So
let
you
them
tell
do
me in
one
Bleach,
thing and that's it.
so you tell me everybody in Bleach gets utilized properly. That's what you're telling me.
Everybody in Bleach has a
A
crunk
good
fight
amount,
that they
dude.
fight and they fight multiple times. Like,
Even Orihime?
we'll see. Orihime and Nami cancel each other out. So she in the trash, right?
Nah, no. Or Hime, she at least a healer.
Exactly.
Nami just
She healed.
navigate.
She healed.
Bro, there
Oh
is
boy,
no show without Nami.
That is true.
There is no show without Nami.
That is true.
when Nami was using them stupid little sticks that Usopp made for her, bro, her fight scenes are so freaking
Did you know,
whack.
that's
Bleach
what I
got
like
filler
about One Piece,
episodes.
though. That's
One
what I
Piece got
like
filler
about one.
fights.
That's what I like about One Piece, bro.
What?
It's not just about fighting. For instance, I just literally said Nami. Without Nami, there's no One Piece, and you're thinking of it from
And
a
okay,
fighting
so you're telling me
perspective.
without this lame character, there's no show. What does that say about the show, bro?
What do you mean? That says you need pieces.
And even the own writer of One Piece said he don't even know what the One Piece is. So what are we doing here? We got
Well,
1,000
he wasting
episodes
time
of
for
we
sure.
going nowhere.
He
Yeah,
Exactly,
wasting time for
useless.
sure. But
It's a
come on,
waste of
man.
time, bro.
Come on,
Nah,
man.
I,
You're not
I
gonna
feel
sit here
like
and tell me like Bleach is way better than One Piece. Like,
It's
no.
not way better.
it's
But the
my
fight scenes are
opinion.
better.
It's my opinion that Bleach to me is a better
No.
complete anime than One Piece because
Yeah.
One Piece has you got all these
I don't know.
people for what reason? And y'all
Bro.
they can't even swim and y'all pirates. You
Well,
can't even get in
that's
the
because they
water.
ate the devil fruit. But you got it.
Exactly.
What you're not thinking about though, Ihu.
What's up?
If you look at One Piece, a lot of
Mhm.
the shit that happened the first season, the second season, the
Mhm.
third season, it gets brought back up out of nowhere, and it will make complete sense, and it will open up the whole story somehow, bro.
So what
They
I'm
do
saying,
it
I
every
understand what you're
time.
saying. I understand what you're saying. So just let's just go off the first two arcs, or whenever we're trying to help Vivi and the fight with Crocodile. I feel
Mhm.
like plot armor helps a lot of the crew from One Piece. Like, there's no way that Nami should have beat old girl. There's no way that Luffy should have beat Crocodile. At that point in time,
At
there's
that point in
no
time, he
way.
shouldn't have beat Crocodile.
Why you act like Bleach
Exactly.
has no plot armor though? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
It does, because uh
Ichigo is
loses,
plot armor.
but he loses though. Ichigo lost to Byakuya.
Luffy lost.
Luffy beat Crocodile. How did he lose? That was his first major fight, and
He got
beat
his
him.
ass whooped. Are you serious?
To be fair,
He ended up beating Crocodile because he was bleeding. I'm getting fucked up, and I'm about to win the fight because I'm getting fucked up. Like, that doesn't. It's not a good fight, bro. And all Luffy does is spam gum pistol.
But to be fair, we did recently find out Luffy has arguably one of the strongest double fruits in the whole show. So,
but I can tell you this from jump, Luffy, his battle tactics are trash. Starting from the beginning till now, all he used to do is just spam gum pistol and like just spam that over and over again. Like, you have no.
But he got folded for that though. That's what you act like he never been folded for that.
But they let him win off of that though. They let him win off of just spamming that one move. That's trash. At least Ichigo developed his Bankai, learned about his hollow powers, leveled up.
You don't know. See, you're not, that's the thing. You don't know about the hockey and all that, do you?
You're gonna be disappointed when you see the Bleach ending.
All I know is so what I'm saying is everything up until now, everything up until now in Bleach has meant something and has been interesting.
That's fair. It's only fair because I know the ending of Bleach. The One Piece hasn't ended yet, so it's hard for me to say Bleach is a way better anime than One Piece because Bleach ending is so bad that One Piece can probably take that spot from them for sure because that ending was terrible.
But I have to respect your opinion though. I look, Ichigo is cold. They do have great villains, right? They do have good side characters. I would give them that. I don't like the anime version all the time. I don't like the anime version of One Piece that much sometimes because of the pacing, right?
Yeah.
Pacing for Bleach though is pretty trash as well.
Not as bad as One Piece. I promise it ain't. 100%. It's not as bad as One Piece.
I don't know. Bleach pacing, I don't know. Because I only watched the anime up to after the Aizen fight because I started reading. So the pacing up to the Aizen fight was pretty good to me.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yes, they have fillers, but every anime has fillers. Like, whenever they went to go get Chopper, leading up to helping Vivi go fight for her kingdom, up to going to the Sky Islands. All of that is filler, bro.
But go look up. No, that's not filler. Go look up how many. Go look up how many filler episodes One Piece actually have.
But I'm saying, okay, so what do you describe as filler? Because to me, filler is something that really has.
All right. So One Piece had a filler. Now this is true filler for One Piece. They had a filler where after Skypiea, they fell down onto a military base, and there's a dude, no powers or nothing, just outsmarting the Straw Hats, right? For like 10 episodes. That's filler to me because it's like they made a storyline out of it somehow, but it don't actually fit the real story. So that's filler to me. Like Bleach is notorious for having a crazy amount of. I literally sat there and watched a filler and didn't even realize I was watching filler. And you want to know what that was? That's when Uryu was by himself. And them crazy vampire dudes are coming around.
The bounce. Okay, so
the bounce. I thought that was an actual fucking arc. Bro.
The bounce. Arguably, the bounce arc is the worst Bleach arc, but in that arc, Uryu finds some stuff out about his family. Ichigo learns about his powers and learns how to use some of his powers. So, like, at least there's fights and action going on there. With One Piece, we're sitting here in the desert, walking around, trying to help these kids defend this town, while these other people are faking like they're pirates. Like, to me, that's so useless until
build up.
Yeah, but you can't look, but Ihu, you can't do that and in the same breath say you love Dragon Ball because I remember Dragon Ball had a whole fucking filler for a fake ass Namek, bro.
Who for Nail?
No, they had a whole fake planet Namek.
Which part? Who was there?
Gohan and Krillin and Bulma. They remember they trying to go to Namek. There's two fillers between when they're going from Earth to Namek, by the
Oh
way.
yeah, I kind of remember that fucking
So when
film.
they were on the ship, you're talking
Yes,
about, and
yes.
then when they
When they're
So yes,
first traveling to Namek.
yeah.
okay,
So there's one first before they even went to that fake Namek. They went to they ran into this little invisible spaceship in space, and they
hmm
had to help these little kids out there as slaves. That was filler.
oh, okay. So you're telling me how many episodes did that take? Two?
No, that took about at least
How
five or
many?
six.
5 or 6 episodes
To
for?
be fair, how many
I don't think it
episodes
was
One Piece?
five. I think
And then
it was.
The fake Namek took at least 4 to 5 episodes,
And
bro.
who did they fight on Fake Namek?
Well, it's crazy because they're these two guys that were impersonating Nameks, and we didn't even know what I mean. We knew what a Namek looked like because they looked like Piccolo.
hmm
How did they? We don't know how they knew what a Namek looked like because they're on a planet that's basically disguised as Namek. But anyway, they look like Nameks. Turns
hmm
out they're not Nameks. Krillin and Gohan somehow escaped. Like it took like 5 episodes for that. It was a waste of time. Is what I'm trying to say. Like
I'm gonna have to go check it out because even then, usually whenever something like that happens, Goku ends up ending it with a Kamehameha, and then it's
that's
done.
not the case because Goku was injured. He was on Earth.
I'm gonna have to go see because I don't remember them going to Namek by themselves.
Yes, how you think? Remember
Oh no,
Bulma,
not by
Krillin?
themselves, but whenever you're talking about the Frieza arc, right?
Yeah,
Before the freeze, yeah,
yeah,
Before the Frieza arc,
before.
when they
So
got there, okay,
remember Goku was hurt. Remember Goku
yeah,
got
they were trying to go use
he
the
was dead,
Dragon
wasn't he?
Balls on there. I remember,
correct, correct,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? And
Okay,
so,
so you have the side characters trying to go bring the main character back. That's important.
but
That's not uh going to Nami's backstory and her and Usopp talking about, oh, we're just humans. All these other people have devil fruit powers and they're like monsters. We can't fight. We need some way to survive. All right, I'm gonna make you this weapon that's 3 sticks into one, and
but
like,
that's not
bro,
filler. That's not
that
Real
filler
quick
though.
question though, Eric, how many episodes of One Piece have you watched?
I'm up to 4 something.
Oh my
Because
God! No
Marcus
wonder
said
he don't know shit.
I don't know. I don't
because like
remember.
I told
400.
theirs, One Piece don't get good until after they get to the Grand Line. So
Well, they've made it to the past the Grand Line. I'm just saying, like, if everybody that is a One Piece fan tells me it doesn't get good, and this is their own people. This is like people like
the
Darius
beginning of
tell me
One Piece
that
is
it
shit.
is garbage up until 500.
Yeah,
After you get past 500 is when it starts getting good. What I'm saying is, how can the basis of the show be trash? The buildup of the show be trash in One Piece fans' eyes? It's trash until you get to this point. So all that buildup is worthless or what? It's just trash?
Yeah,
And this
but
is
no,
that's
coming
my
from
point.
One Piece fans.
That's my point though. It's not worthless because
it's not
everything
worthless. Yeah,
comes back.
Okay, so I have a One Piece. My cousin is a One Piece fan, and she tells me that
thank
they
you.
could have done without 500 episodes of that.
I do
If
Nah,
agree with
they could
that.
have told that
I
story
don't
in
know if I agree
100
with that.
episodes and been done, and been
I don't
to
know if they
number
would have
five.
been done, but they could have did it in less than a. All right, so like right now it's 1100, 1200 episodes.
Yeah.
That is a ridiculous amount of episodes. I do agree with that. That's
hmm
anime though. Anime pacing is horrible for One Piece. On the manga, Troy reached the manga, so he can probably tell you the pacing is way different
A
reading
lot
it
quicker.
than you know what I'm
Which is
saying.
my
So,
argument for Bleach, because the reason why Bleach has those fillers is because the anime had caught up with the manga, and they were writing the anime as they were, or they were writing the manga as they were making
Yeah,
the anime. So the anime couldn't go forward past the manga until the manga was written. So it was going on at the same time. It's not
yeah.
like One Piece's
That's
manga
fine.
was already written and
was it?
it is already,
It,
huh?
it was like One Piece manga was like 200, 300 chapters before they started the
The
anime.
anime.
But
Exactly.
with Bleach, they was like only like 10 chapters or something when it
Exactly.
started Bleach because Bleach got popular super fast.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And
That's why they have those fillers in there to slow down the pacing of the
yeah, that's why
anime.
so many
and I
fillers in it.
understand that.
And that's the only reason. That's not that
It was
those
the same way with
fillers.
Naruto too.
Yeah, and that's what I'm
Yes,
saying. Like it and I just feel like it's watching One Piece. doesn't get me bonded to the characters. Like I don't have no remorse for Luffy or Sanji. Zoro is the main character that I kind of like feel for because of what he went through, like with his master and the old girl that he trained with and stuff like that. Like
Right.
Zoro and Sanji are my favorite characters on there. But I
I
don't
can
feel
tell
no
you.
connection. I don't feel no connection with the characters like I do in Bleach
No, I
or
understand that.
One Piece or Naruto.
You,
Naruto
you
for sure.
You make a great point. All right, so I do agree with that point because what Naruto and Bleach did well is they made you connect with the characters a
Yeah,
lot
that's why
faster.
Exactly.
Naruto got the
Because
best
it
story.
did take it takes a long time to even know Luffy's story at all as a child. So I agree with that. Because if realistically speaking, Sanji has the worst backstory out of between him and Zoro so far
Hmm.
until we hear more about Zoro.
I got you.
So, but you wouldn't know that because it takes like 8,000 episodes to get there. So I understand
Exactly.
that.
That
So,
and
but the show itself is still good because the fact that he can remember such small details that turn into big details later on into the show, he does that a lot without within the writing of One Piece. That's all I'm
okay.
saying. So it's like
Yeah.
you can't miss too many details on One Piece when you watch it, even though it looks
Yeah.
like you can. You have
Hmm.
to really pay attention, even though they'll give you flashbacks. Obviously, it'll be like,
Yeah.
all right, this happened, but that's just my point
Like
on
I
that.
said, I have to wait to
Yeah.
the ending because you know, like Bleach ending, it left the door open. Bleach could have been like in that top three conversation with like DBZ and Naruto until it could have been Bleach, but
Hmm.
then the ending just kind of just do them out the top
Hey,
10. It was
I don't
the
know. Like I said, I
you
will be okay with
mhm.
from what I've seen. I will be okay with with it ending. Um, I'm not gonna spoil it, but I will still be okay with that in with an ending if it goes with the story. Like I don't want like Death Note. Y'all watch Death Note?
Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't like that ending. I didn't like the ending of Death Note because
It was rushed.
I feel like he just kind of, oh, we just need to make him go crazy with power and oh he ends up dead and
I don't
like
like
if
how
they,
they killed L.
yeah, I just I feel like they could have did
I
better.
don't mind. I don't mind that they kill L. I don't like that they kill L to have another L
Right,
Yeah,
that's younger.
that's younger. That makes
yeah,
zero sense to me. Why kill
yeah.
L just to bring back another version of L?
That's
That's just
younger,
so dumb.
that's less experienced, and somehow he, he yeah, I feel
Yeah,
you on
he's
that.
sneaky.
That's why I said like I don't.
That was the first season. I always tell people the first season of Death Note until L's death. That's the best
Mhm,
part of Death Note. After L dies, it just not the same. It
that's
loses.
why I hate I don't I can't put that in my top animes. Like definitely I've been slowly getting through One Piece. I'm trying to give it the benefit of the doubt, but it's losing me. Every
Yeah.
arc is losing me. And I don't like that I'm spending all this time watching this anime and I'm just getting it's not grabbing me. Like Bleach, the more I watch Ichigo learn about his powers, learn about his mom, learn that his dad was a Soul Reaper, learn that his mom was a Quincy, learn that Aizen, like everything in Bleach ties back to everything. And like you're saying in One Piece, it does that, but I feel like it's not connecting me with these characters like Bleach does. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, go
Go
ahead.
no no. I
I
was
would
just
just
gonna say
say,
Bleach. I feel like Bleach is written better than One Piece. But go ahead.
I,
like I said, it's hard for me because I know the ending. So,
Mhm.
but because you can't be legendary with a bad ending. It's just not the ending. The climax of the manga to me is the most important of the whole entire manga. If you have a
Mhm.
bad ending, you're just not. It just ruins the work of art.
Yeah,
So
I agree sometimes. Yeah.
it's like kind of like what's the anime that's out that's still going
my
on.
hero,
What?
My
my hero,
Hero.
No, My Hero has a pretty good ending.
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer has a pretty rough ending. It's not as bad as Bleach, but it's pretty rough.
Mhm.
That's a. I don't want to like. No, I'm not gonna keep ruining anime.
Yeah, no, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because how bad the endings are.
Hey Troy, hey, we can't have Troy talk about
I'm about to
animes in
say,
an anime
don't
segment.
get me
He's an
started on
anime
Jujutsu Kaisen.
encyclopedia right now, bro.
Man,
Like,
I'm trying to tell you, JJK2
but no, I like, hey, Ehu, like, hey, I hear your point though, man. One Piece does have trash pacing, and that's one thing I would definitely
It
agree with
does.
you on.
It has the worst pacing out the anime. It takes too long. It
And
shouldn't be this long for like. It shouldn't be like now we get into like the meat and potatoes of the anime now because Luffy becomes an emperor. He has nothing more left for him to do but to become a pirate king. There's no other like
yeah,
It
promotion
has
he
to end.
needs.
Yeah.
It's the power. It's he has to be the pirate king now, or it
mhm,
has to be the fight for the pirate king legacy now because he's an emperor now. There's nothing more. There's no further promotion. It's
yeah.
Yeah.
pirate king or not at this
Yeah.
point.
And I just like I said, the one thing that threw me off about One Piece are a lot of the characters are not to me. I when I watch an anime, I need the characters to be cool and for them to for me to kind of connect with them. Like Luffy, I've never like Luffy on his own show. He's never been the coolest on the show to me. Like I don't like Luffy as a main character.
That's true.
He's just kind of ignorant and like stuff. Like I understand Naruto was ignorant, but that was because he was a child at first, and he's always been kind of Naruto. Like he learned, like he's true to himself. Luffy is just kind of like, I'm happy go lucky. I'm gonna let all of my crew do whatever y'all want to do. Just know that y'all
That's
are,
good, Goku.
part of our crew. And I'm gonna go do some dumb shit off of some I'm hungry, and it's just gonna work out in the end. Like I hate that
I, I
about Luffy.
I think Naruto and Luffy are actually similar because Naruto
Hmm
does that a lot as well. I
No,
think
I
Naruto
don't
had a
agree with that.
tendency to not always
Uh,
think. But all right, I'll put it to you like this. It all ties back to Goku to me actually because they're all both those dudes are like Goku. Ichigo is
They're
complete
similar.
opposite of all three of
yeah,
them.
Ichigo is the most
So,
mature out of everybody. Yeah,
but like Luffy, Naruto, Kid, we're
go.
gonna take Kid Goku, right?
Hmm
Bro, they all act ignorant, and then when it comes to fighting, their fighting IQ is off the charts. Like Luffy, low key going forward, kind of has high fighting IQ. He understands what to do in battles. Naruto even more so, right? Naruto's
hmm
even better with his
Yeah,
fighting IQ. Goku, we know what he do,
yeah,
especially
he ready to fight,
adult
and
Goku, right? You
and
know,
that's the difference. Like,
I don't
not to
know if
cut you off,
Naruto's
but
have a better fight IQ than Luffy.
he
that's the
probably don't.
well.
He probably
I think
don't.
you do. I will give the
I
battle
don't know.
IQ to Naruto over Luffy, and that's what I was about to say. Because Luffy will get the crew in trouble because I'm hungry or I smell some food over here, or like, hey, what's that? I'm getting lost. Naruto will get us in trouble because he's just so gung ho. I need to go save my friends.
Yeah.
But Luffy's like
Goku,
that too. Luffy's like that too, though.
yeah, Luffy will go hard for his friends, but a lot of times it's just him being dumb is what gets us into
See,
trouble.
see, the thing is, though, Ihu, you haven't
Hmm
gotten to a part where Luffy does get smarter with his
He
decision
gets
making.
mature.
So,
Once spoiler, I'm pretty sure
yeah,
everyone knows that once Ace dies, he gets a lot
yes.
more mature.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen that picture of Ace with the hole in his chest.
Yeah.
All
Once
I've
Ace
right,
seen that
died,
before.
all
once
Yeah.
Ace
right,
died, Luffy don't get his screwing as much shit no more. He's a
right.
lot more mature. That's why I said
See,
I don't know if I agree with Naruto having a better fight IQ than Luffy.
I can see that.
From what I've seen, all Luffy does is spam his one move. Yes, Naruto he used to use his Rasengan and his shadow clones out the ass, but he used to like I'm gonna put this shadow clone under the ground. I'm gonna turn this shadow clone into a shuriken. I'm gonna use this shadow clone to make a Rasengan in the
He
air
do
and
have
come
two
down and
moves.
blow you up. Like I
I'm
think
about to
Naruto is a better
say
tactician
Naruto has two moves. He just had a rushing gun and
and
shadow
shadow
he
clone.
clones.
used his
Yeah.
He just had a shitload of chakra. That's all it
yeah.
is.
Yeah,
Like,
and he
but
used it to
like
his
like
best advantage. But
but that's the same thing with Luke. And what's crazy is you because you finished Naruto though.
yeah.
So you have an idea what his arsenal is for the most part,
Yeah.
and like Luffy's
Luffy
arsenal
is
actually,
crazy.
he has a bigger arsenal than Naruto.
He
Truth be
does.
told,
Probably, like I believe that because he gets more like gears and the hockey and all this other stuff. He gets that, but at where I am right now and what I've seen from Luffy, out of 400 episodes, you still not cold. You still getting bailed out by plot armor. You
so does
still
Naruto.
losing, huh?
The Luffy now don't get bailed out by nothing. Luffy now cold.
He's pretty much a god, but yeah.
Yeah, Luffy now
Okay,
cold.
if we split it up to where Luffy is where I'm at right now, which is like let's just say it's like a third of the show, a third of the full show, where Naruto was a third of the full show. Naruto was further progressed than where Luffy is.
I don't believe that, and you don't know why I don't believe that? Because
Why
this
is that?
motherfucker Jiraiya trained Naruto for 3 years, and he had the exact same fucking move, bro. What did he even learn?
He
He learned
learned
the rocket
Sage. He
run.
learned Sage mode. He
He didn't.
learned.
Jiraiya didn't even teach him that.
He learned that after Jiraiya.
Well, after Dry died, he
Yeah.
learned it from the frogs that he was
He
gonna
learned
take him
summon.
there.
Yeah, he
That's
learned
what I'm
summon.
saying.
He learned how to use his like have control over his wind. Like who trained Luffy? Nobody. He was just out there
Yes,
spamming gun
yes.
gum.
Well, you're not there yet, but somebody does train Luffy.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, from where I'm at,
I
who
feel
was
you.
training him? Nobody. He was doing the same one move.
But what I'm saying is, Naruto, where you're at, Naruto, right? We're going
He
by the
got to see the
third.
complete Naruto.
Naruto got trained and still had the same moves. Luffy hasn't even been trained and doing the same moves. So you got to give Luffy a chance to get his trainer. Basically, what I'm saying.
It's taking too
Because
long to
when
get
Luffy
trained,
gets
my
a
boy.
trainer, no, because when Luffy gets a trainer, he learns different moves and different shit. Like Naruto, bro, I sat here. Jiraiya didn't teach him shit, but yes, he taught him to control his chakra a little bit better. Yeah, that's fine, right? Why did it take Kakashi, which hit this motherfucker should have taught Naruto this shit in the first place about how chakra even works, bro? Like
Because
elements and
Naruto was
shit. Like, why did
neglected
that take so long?
as a young child. This is why I feel more connected to Naruto because at a young age he was cursed by everybody. Hated Naruto. They put him in his apartment. They put him in his apartment with this spoiled milk, these ramen noodles, and that's all. They just neglected that boy, and he became what he became with through his own hard work. And Luffy just, I'm gonna eat this fruit because I want to be the king of the pirates. Yum yum. Now I can't swim, and I'm just gonna stretch, punch everybody as much as I can. Like it just I don't feel no connection to him. I feel
Naruto
bad for
character building is
Naruto.
better.
Huh?
Naruto character building is better than One Piece.
100%.
My hero is probably the best. Or it's probably up there. It's like one of the best character building when it comes to like just the whole entirety of characters, collection of characters. You get like and love, and you get to pick your favorite.
Yeah, exactly. Like with Luffy, I feel like or with One Piece, I don't like Luffy as a character. I like Sanji and I like Zoro and Ace. Those are my three favorites. Everybody else can kick rocks because it's just
I
not.
like Luffy because I like Luffy because he's a free spirited main character. That's the whole purpose of his character is to be free spirited.
That is.
So
And the
it's
thing,
like
I can see that. The free spirited characters that I like Goku, pure
that's
hearted.
Luffy.
It is though.
It's not Luffy, bro. Kid Goku from
The same person.
Kid Goku, no, Kid Goku and Luffy are not the same.
They both like
person.
whooping ass. They both care about friends,
and they both like to eat food.
The only difference between you can even argue Luffy's more fleshed out because Luffy actually has an actual goal. Kid Goku didn't even have a true goal.
Yeah, he was just out because for one, what he was put on Earth to do, lost
that's no longer his goal though.
That's what I said. He lost that memory when he hit his head, and he got raised as a pure person. So all he was trying to do, this is in Dragon Ball. If we go from Dragon Ball Z Goku,
what's his goal?
His goal, protect Earth.
Is it
selfless, protect Earth? All
is it
Luffy
really?
was trying to, yeah.
In the beginning, it wasn't, but after the Vegeta arc, it was.
Yeah, protect Earth. Become as strong as I can so I can protect everybody on Earth. That was his only goal. That's still his only goal. Luffy,
and he almost got them killed. Ihu,
when
in Super.
Oh, you talking about in the tournament?
Yes.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that the Supreme Kai or the Grand Kai said that no universes were gonna get erased. He just wanted to see Zeno just wanted to see fights, and the Grand Kai he was like, I'm gonna just put all the universes back, regardless of what happens.
Plot armor.
Look, to be fair, as many times Goku saved the universe, he can put the motherfuckers on the gamble. they wouldn't be there without him.
That's facts.
Fair point. Fair point.
That's
I'm
facts.
just noting that like you say like every trait that you hate about Luffy, you love about Goku so far though.
It is
Because
Goku,
because Goku is cold. Luffy was
It's
whack at the
cold.
beginning. Goku is cold.
Luke, hey,
Why you act like Kid Goku? Kid Goku did get his
hey,
ass
Gear
whooped
5
before.
Luffy is cold though. Gear 5 Luffy is cold.
All I know is if I need to pick somebody to save my life, I'm gonna pick Goku. I'm
would
not gonna pick
too.
Luffy.
Shit, I don't disagree with that. Shit.
If
I
I'm
ain't
a
a fool.
And
If
one
I'm-
anime is stronger than any Dragon Ball Z character.
Right, I'm not a damn
killing
fool,
before
you.
any anime, any other anime character.
all day.
all I know is I'm definitely picking the Dragon Ball universe over the One Piece.
But Luffy is stronger than Naruto though.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Gear 5. If you talk about Gear 5 Luffy, yeah, I can see that.
I don't think I think that
But at the same time, Naruto can motherfucking water bomb Jutsu his ass.
Exactly. And he is stuck. Gone. I promise. Luffy ain't got nothing for Naruto, bro.
It depends on how
sorry.
long you can stay in Gear 5, because Gear 5 can do
Gear
whatever the
5
hell
run
it
out
wants.
quick though. Like that's what I'm saying. Gear
Yeah.
5 he's not gonna last that long. Naruto can stay in Sage mode, Baron Sage mode for a grip. Like it's that's why I say Luffy ain't got nothing for Naruto. Naruto just water bomb jutsu. If he would have learned the flying Raijin, he could have just teleported Luffy into the ocean and the fight is over.
That's a great
To
point.
be fair,
That's
if
a
Gear
great
5
point.
Luffy would probably beat the shit out of Naruto until Gear 5 gas out, then it's all Naruto at that point. Naruto just has to survive long enough.
And he's going to, because he has extra healing. He's got Kurama inside of him.
Yeah.
So Naruto beats Luffy. And on top of that, how you gonna be the king of the pirates and you can't swim, my boy? That just don't make sense.
But he can fly. He literally can fly.
It don't matter. You can't swim. You're the king. You're a pirate. You own the ocean.
You
can't
got to think
swim.
about it. You don't think people would have thought about putting big ass water bombs? There's people in One Piece with powers like that.
Hey, let's slow down though. Like he's not the king of the pirates. Buggy is.
Okay, so what I'm saying is,
no, don't let him get away with that bullshit.
If you're trying to be the king of the pirates,
not being
and you
recorded.
can't swim,
bullshit, man.
Buggy's the king of the pirates.
Oh my god, bro!
Man.
Hey, you see how you try to slip that shit by? You
Buggy the king of the pirates, bro.
Hey, I don't think so, but
Luffy is just a strong ass character. He ain't Buggy though. Buggy got charisma.
Look. And another thing that Naruto did wrong is they completely screwed Rock Lee, and I'll never forgive them for that.
No. I will never forgive them for killing Neji.
And they
killed Neji. I mean, I wasn't as hurt about Neji as I was about Jiraiya.
Why did he die?
Jiraiya shouldn't have died. They even said that if he would have just went back to the village, he would have been fine. But
that's true, but he would never figure it out.
But Jiraiya's death made sense because they needed something for Naruto to get to the next level. Because no frogs wouldn't have been fucking with Naruto if Jiraiya was alive. Because I teach you Sage mode when Jiraiya can just do it.
Exactly.
You already got us for it. So Jiraiya made sense, but Neji died. Never forgive him.
Bruh,
I think that was for Hinata though. Like
no, but that's the problem. That shit was so disrespectful. This nigga Neji sacrificed his life, and Hinata somehow. Oh well, I love Naruto's hand though.
Bro, no, it was disrespectful because Neji was like out the anime for a while just to come back to fucking die.
Yep.
He didn't get no hands thrown or nothing. He just gets wasted. Like I couldn't do that to a motherfucker to do with the dog. Let him die.
Oh yeah.
And why you like Sakura is not useless?
Well, okay, so Sakura was useless at the beginning.
She's still useless.
Thank you.
I just don't.
She got carried. She got carried by the old lady.
She did. She got carried by Lady Chio, and Tsunade like helped her get to where she is.
She like bad boys.
Even in Boruto, she's garbage, bro. Like
she's just garbage, bro.
So what's
even
the
her daughter got more aura than her. So
Nami do got more. At least Nami throw hands all the time.
No, Nami don't throw hands. Nami will steal from you in a second. Nami is not there to throw no hands.
She's petty as hell. Shit.
I ain't
Nami
gonna
get
say
it.
that. No. Sakura is better than Nami. We're not gonna do that.
Thank you. We not finna act like she ain't.
Sakura throw some hands. But
Exactly.
Nami, she'll throw some lightning at you, some
She'll
clouds.
throw some lightning and then she'll take your
Hey.
wallet and she'll run off with it. Like
Take your wallet.
you getting robbed and shot
Well,
lightning at.
like I said, One Piece got filler fights. That's Nami and
Exactly.
Usopp. They filler fight.
That is the worst to me. Like anything dealing with them, like Chopper's little backstory was kind of whack too. I just, I don't know. I understand that he had to put a crew together, but these motherfuckers is whack, bro.
Except
Like,
Zoro. Except Zoro.
except Zoro and Sanji.
Hey,
Like Sanji and Zoro are my two
hey,
favorites.
Luffy where he is now, he can put them on his back.
He can actually.
Yeah, he's backpacking
he's that
now.
cold. He's that cold.
We gonna see. Like I said, I've been giving it some chances, and I'm trying to get through it.
Uh-huh.
It's just right now there's a lot more better anime out right now than One
I
Piece.
agree. I mean,
Like
I
that's
feel you.
keeping my attention. Like
Solo
Kaiju
leveling.
Solo leveling, yes. Kaiju
Fine.
number 8, JJK, Blue Exorcist just came back. What have we been watching? Been watching Bleach.
Boruto. You still watch Boruto?
I ain't finished it. I've been trying to get through it, but it's whack because I hate that they had to assassinate characters. Like they had the character assassinate Naruto and
Kill
Sasuke.
Kurama, bro.
Exactly, bro. Why? Why you do that?
Bro,
because he's OP. And that
exactly.
He's OP.
I was done with Boruto when I'm pretty sure there's probably like a fucking nerd explanation. But why the fuck though he don't have the sage balls no more? He just all of a sudden he just don't have the shit no more.
He just lost the shit, right?
He just lost the shit. He had enough to fight fucking Sasuke, but Sasuke can keep his power up, but Naruto can't.
That's fucking.
I'm pretty sure it's like some like master explanation. I don't give a fuck. That shit's dumb.
Yeah,
I don't like Boruto. I refuse.
Yeah,
I knew Boruto was on some shit when Sasuke's daughter has a power that's meant to empower your vision, and she's wearing some goddamn glasses. That's when I knew it was gonna be some shit. Okay.
You ain't wrong, bro. You ain't fucking wrong.
So
I just go a Sharingan. That's crazy.
Got a whole Sharingan and need glasses.
The
Bro,
fuck you need glasses
whack.
for?
That's what happened with your mother Sakura, bro. You get some.
But she's a doctor. Hey, hold up. She's a fucking doctor. Her mother's a doctor.
She
can
heal her sight.
When you get peak genetics and you get motherfucking underperformer genetics, it just meets halfway, bro.
Hey, you just got some trash.
It balances out.
It balances out, bro. So,
I'm dead.
Oh
to
my
compete
God,
with her
bro.
peak genetics, bro, they put her in glasses.
I'm dead, bro. I can't believe
That's dumb shit right there. Boruto don't deserve Boruto. I call it. I literally call it Naruto Super. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
Bro, it's worse than that.
Is cold, bro, but bro, it's just like the villains is just not cool to me, bro. They're from the moon and shit. I just not.
Yeah,
that's
good, bro. To me, that's kind of whack, bro.
It's just too extra.
Yeah.
They should just let a great story die, bro.
Exactly. They should have, but
they also doing that with Bleach too. So I haven't read it, so I can't speak for it.
I'm about to go. I'm about to watch it. I'm about to watch it here.
He's looking at it right now, man.
No, they only have the manga right now where it's about the kids.
Yeah.
So.
Well, hey man, that was a fun podcast for sure.
Yeah.
When did you stop the recording?
It's still recording.
Is it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
No way.
I didn't know. Oh, it is recording.
It's still recording.
Who
was
knew?
I supposed to stop it?
Nah. I just thought it. I thought you did.
I thought it stopped. I didn't see it no more. So I thought it was
okay.
over.
Well,
hey, well,
at least you got your edges, so everybody know like you took the hat off, you ain't like rough underneath the.
I'm dead.
I look, I don't know how I'm gonna chop this shit up.
I don't know.
All in one, bro.
This shit, huh?
I like it. I don't mind it being raw. You just do like put the name, put the scores, do the
I'm trying to put the questions.
Let's just end it real quick, and then we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Who wants to do the goodbye?
I'll cut that off too. So.
Who wants to do the goodbye?
Oh, don't mind. I can do it. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with us and talking about sports and anime and all this and the third. Join us next week. We'll be back with more predictions and follow-ups and some more spoilers to anime. Just kidding. We'll holler at y'all.
Man.